Huh. You were live. I wonder how long I was off for. What's the last thing you heard me say? Because apparently I wasn't on. There. Okay, we went over the 95 and 98 uncirculated sets. Did anybody catch that? Did that one get out? Because apparently I'm over here just talking to myself. Guys, met a guy at the store. He says, "What are you doing for a living?" I just stay home and talk to myself. What was the last thing? We got a big nothing. What's the last thing we covered here? Because I don't know how long that was down for. We'll catch up here with chat. We haven't heard anything until now. You haven't heard anything. I'm just sitting here yammering. Oh, Christ. Well, you know, it's busier at night. Maybe that's it. We missed it all? I've been talking for what, 20 minutes? What time is it? It's not. I've been going on for half an hour. Oh, God heavens. Okay. Just activated. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Geez, I'm the only one talking here. How much of what is in the package did we get to go to? Please start again. Oh, God. I've been talking for half an hour straight, missing the chat. I get to going. I get really excited and stuff, you know. Hoogie had responded to me earlier. So I'm going to guess we saw the Dansko album. Is that correct? That's not in tonight's package, but it'll be in probably next week's package. I just, you know, got to get that transmission moved so I can get some stuff. God. Okay, well, if you're just joining us, and I think that's going to be everybody, I guess I've been practicing for half an hour. Here's what happened while you were out. We talked about, you know, send cash, and I can add more stuff to the package. We talked about send coins, and I can add those to the package. I've been waiting for 30 minutes for notification. Oh, you want to make sure you ring that little bell. Gosh. And I've had this, I started this up about noon, so it's been running for about 9 hours, you know, in the timer thing. So give people lots of notice, because the first time we'd done it at 9:30 at night, and apparently we haven't done it yet at 9:30 at night. Chris Berman impression. I don't know who that is. I don't get out much. I just stay here, look at pennies. It's wonderful. Hell, the bell ain't working. Damn that YouTube. Okay. How much have you seen? Because I'm getting dry. You've been here for half an hour. This is like a freak show here. What would I unplugged? I must have clicked something or bothered something or moved something. You ain't seen nothing. What can you see now? Can you see how many fingers am I holding up? How many fingers we got here? No, this is not the trivia contest. My notification came at 6:50. It's 1. Okay. You type a number and I'll hold up that many fingers. 2. Okay. 1, 5, 2, and a thumb. 2 and a thumb. 2. All right. We're in Communicado here. Oh, boy. Missed the whole darn thing. Sorry, guys. Congratulations to the winner, and we'll do it again next week. Stay groovy. Came on 4 minutes ago. I've been talking for half an hour. I swear I've been talking for half. Look, I got stuff all over this thing. Look, we got this stuff that, oh, let's see. Blockhead had sent in, right? We talked about logos. Like we got Coin Up over here, and we got, we got Looksy up here. And this is Mantic. He's got a great show. You want to get over there. You can always get good stuff there. And we got Paula sent in the 2017 P&D. That's ease. I think they were supposed to be in last week's package, but they didn't quite make it. Gosh, I got all this stuff in the package, and everybody missed out. Well, this is what people have been sending in. This is not included. I was showing off CJ's work here. Who else is doing 3D printer holders? All right, now you see these acrylic holders right below here. He takes that foam insert out, puts this baby in. He's putting together a whole map. Kind of neat. And these are the ones I spent more time on. with 2 mint sets. Now the mint each year puts out these sets of coins. It's all the business strikes of the year. Right? There are no proofs in there. We've got 2 of them here we're putting in. Gosh. Talking for half an hour. Lost audio. Me. You. Can you hear me now? This says okay. I'm going to keep on going. Maybe, I think they're just messing with me. Lost audio. CFA's just messing with me. I can't see anything. Huh? They'll panic. Okay. These proofs, these mint sets, they have a little token in there. One for Denver, one for San Francisco, one for Philadelphia. A penny, the nickel, the dime, the quarter, the half. These are all the 1995 coins. And we looked at the penny, and we did not see any doubling. 5 by 5. Good thing. What does 5 by 5 mean? Okay, here are the P, penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and half dollar. Great shape on these. Just wonderful shape. A lot of times they get banged around. And even though they're uncirculated, they'll be covered with contact marks. 5 by 5, 25. Streaming is great now. They've been messing with me for half an hour. I hate you people. Well, it's okay. We gave away the whole package earlier. The 95 and the 98. And I did not look up the value on these. They're probably between $5 and $10 per set. But we have the pennies. We got all these darn nickels here. 1920, another 1920. So together they make 1940, which is, you know, a heck of a find for a buffalo. We got a 1923, 1929, and a real nice 1937D. Now Blockhead sent these in, and this is the bottom of his box. And I wanted to clean off that shelf so I could put the transmission up there. So we'll get these in. There we go. Did you see? I got my new logo. Mantic made that. Now, while we're here, Mantic in the house. No, seriously, you didn't go live until 9 o'clock. Huh. Wow. I talked for half an hour straight. I showed Paula's envelope. I talked dirty. I got up, I chased the cat, I got some coffee. Huh. Well, something went wrong in the thing. I must have bumped a mouse and hit stop streaming or some darn thing. Seriously, I've been going for an hour already. How do these things happen? Excellent at talking. Okay, we'll just keep on going. We're going to work through our troubles, right? There are no problems here we can't solve. Here's the way we always start this thing off. We start with a big fat copper round. They've been named a PV penny. That is a full solid ounce, 0.999 fine, pure copper, and plus, you know, 0.001 impure copper. But it's in there. Now we have a half penny from 1967. These came from, got a bunch of them. We'll give these away for weeks. These came from Lemonhead Penny. There we are. That's got Queen Elizabeth on the front. She's got a little, her laurel wreath look. Now, in Great Britain, they ran those a little bit longer than they did in Canada. That's upside down. There we go. We have a ship on the back. This is a 1967. Great color, great toning to this one. Every bit of original luster. Do we see the date? 1967. Half a penny. It's not a half a cent. That'd be United States. We have half a penny in Great Britain. Or they have half a penny in Great Britain. Okay, so that's what we're putting in. Now, Mantic, is Mantic in the room? Paging Mantic. Okay. You know what I can do? I can type at Mantic, and if his name pops up, then he's in the room. Let's see, at M-A-N. He's not in the room. Why are you not in the room? No, Maury's here. I got the at M. Terribly disturbing. Okay, well, we had a sort of a contest. We brought this up several weeks ago, probably 2-3 months ago, about a logo because, let's face it, I can't art. Right? You see me draw. No, I can't even draw. But I do have these beautiful new pens. Look at this. This is like writing on a cloud. Got these from Scott Hugenboom. I think he was just teasing me because I'm constantly throwing my pens across the room. Anyway, the whole idea was, you know, Tim Rauchen, he's got a logo, right? You got Dustin, he's got a logo. You got Mantic Coins, he's got a logo. You got CJ, who's just going to take over the world. And, you know, my logo looks like, oh, that's not it. Mine look like this. I need to, you know, I can do better, but I can't art. So the whole idea was to have a contest and come up with a logo. He came up with that. And we have another one. You'll see it right below here. It's got a graduation cap. Well, how perfect is that? That's perfect for like the coin class because you get the circle there. Yeah. Anyway, the prize, as we discussed months ago, these two soapbox slabs. Now these are proof 68. These are heavy cameo. See how Annex? These are Annex slabs. Annex calls it heavy cameo, right? NGC will call it ultra cameo. PCGS calls it deep cameo. Just a proprietary name is all that is. There we go. But we're going to get these over to Mantic directly. He should have them in a few days. Great color. Just black and white. That was, what was that? I don't know. That was a 1996S nickel. And another one, these, you never know what's going to show up here. It just falls in my lap sometimes. This is a 2000S, 5 cents, again with a heavy cameo. And that's Annex slabbed. These are little soap bars, right? They're narrow, they're 2 inches wide. 2 inches and just a hair more. But they tend to fit in, you know, standard coin boxes. Whereas a larger slab, and I got one right here, does not. You know, it's going to be a little oversized. That's the way that works. And different companies have different sizes, of course. Here's an ICG slab, and they're kind of frilly. They get a little design. They get the Coke bottle look going on. But anyway, this was the prize for the logo. And look, there's the logo. So, Shay, one for you. Andrea, one for you. It's on the way. Let me set these back here so I don't give them away with tonight's show. What is that? Oh. Oh. I used to have so much packing material. Now I have nothing. There was a contest for a logo. Yeah. You missed it? Now, Ant's been helping out. You got to see this. Wait 1 minute. Let me set this up. Ant has been going to town. We're going to go to the screen. This is what I look at. Okay. We got the coin inventory and checklist. This it? Yeah. Now, how much of that screen can we see? We can see over to there. All right, let me move that in. There we go. All right. And you're going to find the link to this spreadsheet. What else we see? We can see all the way over, and we can see all the way up and down. Yeah, that's good enough. I can move that up a little. Now you get these little tabs down here at the bottom, right? So you get Lincoln cents. 1909, you get a little check box, right? It'll tell you how many surviving population you have for that date. It'll give you the mintage for that date. All the way down. Now I'd set up some of these, but Ant has just torn it up. That's Anthony Mazza. By God, he's torn it. He's added 2 cents, right? He's added, well, there's not a whole lot of 2 cents. He's added 3 cents. I looked, he said he was doing more. I looked, and we got Buffalo nickels added in here. We got Barber dimes, Mercury dimes. Good Lord, the stuff he's got in here. So this is now his spreadsheet. Okay, we get the proof and mint sets. He's got all the Philippine coins, right? But this is a neat page over here. The last one is you get population rank, where it'll have each series, like the Jefferson nickels, in order according to how many made, right? And it's really neat because you get the proofs, silver proofs when they're 10 cents and higher, and the satins are always up at the top on these things. I keep saying those satins are terribly overlooked. Get in there and check them out. But check this out. He's added I can't make this work. He has added here, we got Washington's, Kennedy's. Now we got the Ikes, Susan B.A. dollars, some more stuff, silver proof sets, mint sets, standard proof sets, and the Sacagawea dollars are all added in here. This guy's tearing it up. Oh, look, we got people watching. Oh, that's Tony Mazza right there, a little logo up at the top. Okay. Get in there and check it out. You can actually print these things off. If you have trouble with it, let us know. We'll try to fix it. But this is pretty much, Ant has taken over. And boy, we're pretty appreciative of that. So I'm going to probably send him something, you know, a little more substantial token of my esteem for putting that together. Those are completely free to use. Okay, let's go home, because we got a show going on. We got to stay focused, right? Look at my thumb. Stay focused. Hey, Ken, did you get your money for my coin? Harold, I did, but that coin, well, I told you about it. I sent a message to you. I didn't get a response for a week and a half, and, well, I haven't sold it. Nothing lasts around here. So I refunded your payment about 20 minutes later, Harold. You have your money back. I don't have that coin available any longer. Did you check your PayPal? I'll check it again. Okay, because we do, people do send cash all the time for stuff. Well, I got to keep it straight. Now, if you do send cash for this prize package to give it a boost, support the community, it must be goods and services. All right. If it's not goods and services, I will return it. I do a substantial amount of business outside of this show, and I do not. I cannot jeopardize this account. Oh, let's see. Let me find something. Yep, there is Harold. Money received. Yep, and then refund sent. Okay. Now I got some people that have already contributed. I've got Beth, Gone Fishing, Rachel, and Paula have already jumped in, but I got some more here. Okay, there's Ray. And I got James. Okay. That's Lincoln Central. Nope. I'm sorry. That's a payment for an invoice. Yes, it is. Okay, there's Paula. There's Scott Hugenboom. Now, did we see the Dansko album that Scott sent in? Because we want to show that off. Oop, that's pending. And Vivian Jones. Now that is Eric Bartholomew. Yes, it is. This is Eric Bartholomew. I changed my YouTube name. Okay. Yeah, I got a couple of Vivians on there. And that's good for 8 more. Thank you very much. Let's see what we can add. Because you guys send the stuff, send the cash, and I'm going to put the cash into coins, into the package. Where's Eric Bartholomew? What's your name on here nowadays? Let's see. Yep, we can find a way here. Check the pop list now, he says. I sure will. Mantic's here. Well, it's about time. We're about to give those coins to somebody else. Whoa! Get up here. Please stand by. I didn't have the legs far enough apart. There. Everything's under control now. Is it? Kind of. Yeah, I think we're going for that. Because Mantic, are you in here? Mantic put together this logo, which you'll see down here as well. And the prize package on that is a couple of soapbox nickels. These are Proof 68, heavy cameo slab by Annex. It's a nice little package. I made Ken angry, and he broke the table. The god of the table is angry. He must be appeased. Okay, that's them. I'm going to put these. I got a package going to you soon. That'll be going out with it. Okay. Is anything moving? No. Good. All right. This is what we have the package. Let's add this up. 68 can be added to this package. Life is good. What do you like best? You shocked him. I'm shocked to learn there's coins going on here. I like to have this package going with things that people don't usually encounter. One of the most popular things I give away are the odd denominations. half cents, 2 cents, 3 cents. CJ just opened his 20-cent a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and you want to check that out. He's going to do a whole show on 20 centers. A lot of people have never even heard of these things existing. So I got one here. If I can pull this up, yep, we'll get it on a card. And I've got a 2-cent coin. Now they're really interesting. Right? During the Civil War, and I tell this story every single time, people kept their precious metals, copper, silver, gold. Geez, it's the middle of a war. You don't know what's going to go on. The future's uncertain. But precious metals tend to be a transportable wealth. So that's what they did. They transported it into their basements and jars and kept it around. Okay, this is in 1867. And have a look at the we. The we is a big giveaway. If you got a full and complete we, you're looking at extremely fine. I think the E is a little bit weak on this, and some of the other details do not support extremely fine. So I'm going to go with very fine on this device. On this, you see some of the leaves are a little more worn than should be for extremely fine. So very fine, oh, it qualifies, baby. Now, 1867 was a lower mintage. Let me look this up real quick. Did I write it down? No. Why didn't I write stuff down? Let's look at it right here. Got my spreadsheet up here. Okay, 2 cents, 1867. You had darn near 3 million of these things were produced. A whole bunch of them. Now, 3 million was a tremendous decline from 1864 when they did about 20 million. Now, the surviving population of 1867, it's kind of funny because there's this particular subtype. It's a double die, which you'll see up here in trust. Not on this coin, but in some of these others. Now, I lost my place. On the 1867, the regular normal die, you got about 2,500 surviving specimens. For that double die, you got about 1,500 surviving specimens. And that's it. Really, if you add up all the 2 centers together, there's about as many as there are 1909 SVDB. These are terrifically undervalued coins. You want to get some of these, right? Here we go. You see the details on the bow. United States, you get a big 2 cents right across there. This one's in great shape. It's hard to get them evenly worn. A lot of times it'll be more worn on one side. I guess it was a thing back in the day to, nowadays you walk around with a cell phone, stare at it, and walk into traffic. Back then you just rub your 2 cents for luck. Now we're going to put this in very fine. We're putting this in at $35, right? But wait, we're not putting in just one. We're going to put in 2. Now, this is also an 1867. It's also the standard die. There's no doubling on trust in the banner. The problem with this one's got some, over here, it's got a pretty big slash. Not good enough. So we're putting that in. Right, now, you have a look at it. It kind of misses the letters, but that is damage. You get some defilate. Sometimes you hit a device or a letter, and whatever is scratching this will bump. That's what's going on here. That one is damaged. You figure this is probably good for $5 to $10 is all. Get another piece up there by the rim. So if you win, right, this nice one, you keep that one. This one over here doesn't have the we, right? Kind of worn, has the scratches. Give that to the kids. Look what we got for you. Now clean the garage. All right. So we got two centers we're putting into this. Home. Let's put these right across my head. No, wait, that's Lincoln's head. We'll put them right in there. Look, it's all copper. We better address this and get some non-copper into here. Planchet splits. No, that's a scratch. It's, take my word. Well, you don't have to take my word. Win the package and then look at it. It's damage. Yes. The other one's beautiful. That's a VF. Okay, we're gonna add some silver because we got to have some silver. Okay. You like pretty silver or junky silver? What do you like better? Silver that's worth its weight. Let's see. We've got this. Huh? Look how shiny. Where's Adrian? Where's that Mrs. Hoffmaster? Look how shiny. Get that shine dragon out here. Okay. Then we have, say, this. Huh. What do you like better? Junk, but old. Okay, let's put these in. You get the rosies, you say? Let's look at them. I got 6 different dates on the rosies. Check. What the hell is that? Oh, Christ. All right, where are we here? Got a 1955. That's an S. Got a 1954. Also an S. A little more dye deterioration on this one. But it's still it's a looker. We got a 1959, and I'm going to have to flip that over because I forgot what it was. P. There we go. Looks like that. We've got a 1962 D, a 1964 with a goiter, and a 1964 D. Now these are all brilliant and uncirculated until I looked at this. What the heck is... I so need a housekeeper. Okay. There. It's back to brilliant. See how we never clean your coins, but if there's crap on it, you can blow it off. It's okay. No, it was like a piece of glue or some darn thing. Well, here they are. Now, what's neat, these 55S's, let's flip these over. I got a bunch of these. And I said, geez, that's funny. Some of the best discoveries are when you look at a coin and you say, huh, that's funny. Okay, you have to look at EPU. You got a clash mark on this, and just below the torch, you got this massive die crack. Well, okay. It doesn't really add much for value or premium, but it is definitely distinctive. But I've got a whole bunch of these darn things. There's your clash, runs all the way over, and you've got a crack that starts about here. And that's a fairly substantial crack. Yeah, there it is. And you get a few other small clash marks, like of America. That's actually Roosevelt's neck. I believe it's his neck. I'd have to look. Yes, that's his neck. There you go. But if you haven't had, some brand new dimes, dude, there's a whole world of difference between these old dimes, the silver, right? There we go. They gleam. They sing when you jingle them. Listen to this. Should I talk into the camera, or can you hear me okay over here? Let's open these up, because you got to hear these things. Didn't know they had a huge birthmark on his neck. No, it was a goiter. You can hear the difference here. Now, I can jumble these around all day long because they're kind of screwed up. They sing, they ring, they resonate. That's something these clads don't do. What do I have a... Just pull a couple of dimes out of your pocket and shake them around, see what it sounds like. These are wonderful. There's 6 of them. They're brilliant uncirculated. And they're going in at $20 for the lot. I'm going to slide them down right over here on top of Tim. There we go. And try not to mangle them up and pile them up. Treat them gently. Coins are your friend, but you must respect them and treat them well. Okay. That goes in at 20. Let me, geez, I got too much stuff here. Get this out of my way. I don't know where this came from, but we're going to put it in. Okay. 68 and 20. Is that right? 48. And we had 37 on the 2s. 37 minus 57. It is. Yeah, we get $11 off to play with. Yeah, we can make this work. There, we got some silver, we got some copper, we got some more copper, some giant copper, some nickels, penny, nickel, dime. We're getting there. Big cup around. And this, look, it's some kind of Bahrain type of thing, right? See, Kingdom of Bahrain. Yeah, it was on the desk. So really, there's 2 places it could come from. Paula had sent in a bunch of stuff, a bunch of foreign coins. But my brother's second third, soon-to-be ex-wife's first husband's son. Yeah, was in the he was in the military and he was stationed in Bahrain for a while. 2016. That's probably about right. Somewhere around this time of the day. Maybe it was 1431. It was a long time ago. But we got these things. It's a bimetal, right? You got a ring of perhaps brass and a ring of God knows what inside, and it's good for $100 or 100 what? 100 Bahrains. There it is. Look, I don't know what it is. It was in the big giant jug. It's getting off my table. It's in there. Okay, home. 100 dinar. What? It's 100 Bahrainis. I don't know what it is. I got no idea what that is. Okay, we got a decent little package here with these two mint sets involved as well. Let me see if I can get them back into the camera. Sorry, CJ, you got to go. There we go. There. That's got it. Now, Mantic is always up to something. The guy's up to no good, let's face it, okay? He sends stuff here all the time. Now, I've got this up here, not because I need the logo, because look, I got one here. I've got a piece of silver adding in. It's a I don't know what it is. It's a 1969D, right? Solid silver, 40% silver. That's not a bad looking piece. You got some original luster on there. It's not uncirculated, but it's quite nice. We're gonna put that in. These are still good for $3 to $4. Oh, really? But we're gonna send that to you. So we're starting to get some denominations. I got a hair here. Let's get rid of that. I talked for a half an hour to myself. Well, it's no different from the earlier 18 hours of the day. It was practice. This is what we do. We put stuff together. And we'll get this package out to somebody here soon enough. I just need to figure it out, says Coin Dragon. Shay wondered if you could do Discord. Ah! That's monochord. Logan's back. Lemon juice. Any silver. Any silver is beautiful. No, it's not a bad looking piece. You know, the dimes win the show today. That's not a bad looking half. You know, it's clean, it's white, got an eagle on it, got a little bit of toning on one side. Yeah, if you don't have one, you'll like it. If you do have one, but now you got two. Collect them all. Okay, we got $11 to work with. I'm going to give PayPal a look. Usually I go about an hour, and we get down into the winter. But, well, I don't really know how long I was on today, but it seems it was messed up somewhere. So let me hit the summary button. And I'm going to take a look and add some people in here. Now, you know, the more you add to the show, it helps you out. I've started an email ladder, right? Now, this, I'd have some special offers that I send out to people. And the more you contribute to the show, the higher you go on the ladder. And the higher you go on the ladder, the sooner you get the offers, the better the values. And you can get them all before anybody else does. And dude, you people are tearing it up. I have sold so much stuff. I'm really in jeopardy of not having a show next week, but no matter, you deserve it. It's a way to reward you folks for contributing to the show and making it great. Let me find out what's going on here. Let's see, I got Paula, we got Scott Hugenboom, we got Eric, yep. We got Shelly, God love you, with $5. Now, to get on that mailing list, you need to submit a total, eventually, of $50. Once you hit that $50 mark, I can put you on the list, but you have to request it. I can't just start sending you offers on email because that's called spam. Okay, we got Mantic Coins. There he is. And we've got Shane Ross, S. Ross. There we go, with 10 more. So the more you donate, the higher you go. The higher you go, the better the deals. You get them faster, earlier, neater, further, taller, bigger. It works out pretty well. Now there's a, I don't know where it is. It should be maybe down here, but if you go to my blog and you'll find a link to that, it'll have a recent article explaining what the heck that ladder is all about. Check that pop list, said Ant. Okay, we're gonna go over. I'm gonna appease Ant because, by God, the work he's done on that checklist is pretty impressive. Pop list. There's the pop. I'm in the pop list. Well, I got some yellow. I got some blue. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Lincoln Shield and Commemorative 2009. Okay, see that? That works. We got Buffaloes, Jeffersons. We got Indians yet? Lincolns, Lincoln Wheat, Lincoln Memorial. Oh, you broke it up. See, I had all those going down to 300 plus. Yeah, they're all in there. Okay, he has subdivided it into more manageable. That's what you got to do when you get a big job. Break it into manageable pieces. So we get the wheats. There you go. You get the Lincoln Memorials. All right. Now I'm going to probably rearrange this so we got a similar format with count, date. Yeah, it's already there. See, I can hit this, straighten that out. Okay, this is nothing to it. We'll put that on the right. Let's right justify that one. Look at Lincoln's Shield and Commemoratives. Oh yeah, he's been tearing it up. Let's see what else we got here. The Buffs, Roosevelts, Mercs, Barbers. See, we'll have to get that in order, so there'll be Barbers and Mercs and Roosevelts. SLQs have been added. See, while I'm talking, this guy's working. He's a working machine. Franklin halves. Morgans and Peace are on the way. Yeah, this is probably going to get pretty impressive at some point. Okay, Ant, you got my vote. I am proud of you. You know, if we all just get together, we can do all kinds of things. Seriously, look what he did. All I did was start it. He took the ball and just ran. That's working out. Let's get back to work over here because we had 11 plus 5, 30, 40. Is that right? 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. That's 51 to work with. Yeah, we can make this work. No problem. Did you want to see more dimes? Because I got these Mercuries. Okay. We'll keep them. What the heck is this? Let me clean up my desk for just a moment. There's stuff everywhere. Where'd that go? I want to make sure I got a Canadian in here. Tim Rathjen over in the Coin Up group was having a discussion about what coin got you going in this hobby. Well, when I started, I was going through my grandmother's change, right? And well, she was old. Dude, she was old to the old people called her old. Now, she was born in 1896, and I was, well, I was 10 years old in 1977. I come across this 1906 penny. She says, yeah, that's what they looked like when I was your age. And yeah, that's what they looked like when she was my age. This is not a 1906, but nonetheless, it's pretty darn handy. Now, Tim was talking about a Canadian large cent that he had received. I guess he found it in a drawer somewhere. So I went through and I've got one I want to put in. This is Canada. You've heard of it. It's our northern protectorate. They keep the Eskimos from invading. There we go. You got Queen Victoria herself. Single chin. Right. Let's look at the back on this. We have an 18. Okay, first off, I got to turn this upside down. American coins are this way, right? Heads. If you want to turn it over, you got to flip it over that way. Canadian coins are that way. If you want to flip it over, you do it this way, it's upside down. You're going to flip it that way, left or right. Watch this. Watch this. You'll love this. Home. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. Right? Here's your Queen Victoria, her beautiful self. Okay, I'm going to turn it left to right. And I'm face up. Ta-da! See the way that works? Left to right. Whereas American coins, say this scratched up 1867, I've got to go head over heels. See the way that works? Okay. Back to the Canadian. Now this guy has an H on it. One of the few mint marks on a Canadian penny. Now, Britain was still making the coins for Canada because, well, they owned it. Right? This is the Queen's province, the Queen's Canada. So they made all the coins, but they were so darn busy making coins for all these other places they had annexed, conquered, and were just taken over, that they hired it out. This is done by, who is it, Heaton and Sons. So it's a private company. They said, hey, you want to make some money? They said, sure. So they made money. In particular, they made these Canadian cents, among others, and they put their little mint mark on it. It's an H. This is in 1876. Where's my notes? I had it. H. It is extremely fine. Now, the best indicator of grade on these Canadian coins is to go to the, look at this. Go to the crown jewels. Here you go. This is what you're looking at. The rims on these are very high, right? And the relief is not as bold. So you get a high rim protecting it. You get very little wear on these things. So extremely fine, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at just the lightest wear on these jewels. I still see all four of the corners on these jewels. I still see the centers all the way across. I've got full details on the, whatever the wiggly line is. All her hair, right? Her ribbon. If you have the right date, you'll see a double chin right in here. Don't get me started. Okay, now you got to watch stuff like this down here. See how you're missing part of the D? Right? You're missing one serif on the N. This is big stuff in Canada. On these Canadian coins, this is big stuff. So it's a dime variety, but they don't really bring much of a premium. There you go, up on the D. To be incomplete letters is what they call this. But you got great condition. You still have, you get the same sort of issues on Canadian coins as you do in American. Here you have some finning, right? And keep going, watch the rest of it. Whoops, don't touch it. There you go. Look at the back, you get leaves and stuff. And it's upside down, I'm sure. Yeah. Okay, there's the H for Heaton. The leaves are all connected. Now some of these, well, over time they become a little bit disconnected. You'll have little gaps in the vine. And sometimes those add a little, here's a light spot here. More fitting around there. It's a great looking piece. Now, if you don't have a Canadian large cent, you want to get one. Let's look at this side by side with a 2 center. And let's see, large cent. We'll put an Indian beside it for comparison. There's the large cent Canada. There's a 2 cent US. Had a quarter here. Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. Here's a quarter. Right? There's a penny. So you got a scale here. It's a little, just a little bit bigger than the US quarter. And dude, they get dark. They have a higher copper content. And there you go, you got a quarter right beside it. And it's just a skosh bigger. But you like these things. Check PayPal. I sure will, Cheryl. Let me move this back because we want to add some more things in. This one, the 1876 H in extremely fine, has a market value of $15. If you check the Canadian catalogs and price lists, watch out, they tend to be in Canadian dollars. So you gotta, do the math and conversion and say, okay, yeah, I see it's $15. Multiply by 0.75. 1 Canadian dollar, 75 cents. 10 Canadian dollars, $7.50. 20 Canadian dollars, $15 on that. Okay, what else did we put in recently? Let me see. I really should keep better notes here. Minus 20. What did we put in for 20? That was the dimes. 37 was the 2 cents. Okay. Oh, that's it. And over here we have the Canadian cent is minus 15. Can one see? Yeah, we can make this work. Ken's blog is 1millionpenniesproject.blogspot.com. There's CJ. We've been talking about this. We've been talking about you, CJ. We've been showing this thing off. Look at that. CJ has plans to do this like in 17 colors. He can impregnate with metals, that sort of thing. But for now, it's orange. There you go. We've been talking about that. Yeah, if you want to get custom design holders for these acrylic holders, contact CJ. That's him right there. He just had his 200 subscriber giveaway. The guy really should have more than 234 subscribers. He's got great content over there in his show. We have $36 to play with. And Cheryl says, go check PayPal. I'll be back in a moment, folks. Let me look at this. Am I still talking? Am I live still? I got totally shut out for half an hour earlier. God. God love you. There we got Shane. Where are we? Yes, there's S. Ross. And then I got Brad Z. Brad Z's been on vacation. Brad, make sure you get over to my blog and examine what that ladder is all about, the email ladder. That could be of benefit to you. And you're in for 20. And I guess Cheryl is in for 10. God love you, Cheryl. Okay, 36, 46, 56, 66. Oh boy, if we can get another 66, where'd it go? It's gone. Because I always have stuff over here bigger than, you know, what we need, just in case. I would love to add this guy. I would love to add a 1936S Panama, no, California Pacific Exposition $50. That is absolutely gorgeous. And talk about that for a while. There it is. California Pacific Exponential. Exponential? Whatever the hell it is. Exposition. International. It's got a bear on it. 45 watching now. Make sure you smash that like button. Because I got this, I got a sack of pennies down. Oh, I meant to talk about the wheat pennies. A couple of weeks ago, we did a show on Friday night where we opened up a sack of wigs, counted them out, and looked at a bunch of them and sent them off to where they needed to be. It was pretty popular. A lot of people have been asking about it. I've got, is it 3 people that are interested to such a point that I've already invoiced them for another bag. If you'd like to get in on that, I can get you 500 wheats. Now, they've been surely picked over for years. Surely. You won't find steels. You won't find very many S-mints. You won't find much before 1940. But they have not, to the best of my knowledge, been picked over for dye varieties. And we found a couple of things last week, or was it 3 weeks ago. So you're looking at $27 for 500 cents. That's going to be $7.50 shipping. If you'd like to go all the way, I could do 1,000 of them for $50, also with $7.50 shipping. But I can't go much bigger than 1,000 because, dude, it just fills up the box. But I can go smaller. If you'd like to go smaller, you're looking at $3 a roll. Shipping on that depends on how many rolls. And when you get to 3 rolls, it goes over a pound and it's $7.50. But if you want to get in on that, no, there's my email address. Right? Make sure that you send me an email and say, I want 1,000. Because, dude, this is my notes right now. I can't make sense of these. But finding stuff on the notes, it gets to be tricky. Paula wants 1,000. 1000. Okay, I'm going to hopefully get you in. If you send me an email, I'll be sure to get to it. Because look how great I did with Phoenix. She ordered 3 different times over a month and a half, and each one of them I said, I'll get to that in a bit, and never did. And then she said, look, you going to send anything? Oh, man, I felt real bad. I still got another invoice I got to get out. Check PayPal, says CJ. We're going to check that right now. God love you. I could add that exposition if we had 125 in there. Right now we've got 66. That's what we got. But the more you contribute to the show, the higher up in that ladder you will climb. And, well, you're going to get better deals earlier. Okay, look what happened. We got CJ with 20. And we've got Bill J. There he is. Bill J with 10. Bill J just put up another. Did you see Bill J's latest video? He posted it earlier today. He went through, he goes through a box of halves every day. One box he pulled up, what was it, 50 or 52 silver? Well, if you do the math, right, just a $2.50 a piece for melt value, I mean, that's a $200 bill in your pocket. You know, that includes, plus getting your money back for the coins. Yeah, that was a heck of a thing. I want that Dansko. You're going to have to be here for this. Now, I'm not ready. Look at this. I don't know what that is. What is that? Eviction. I own the place. It's from the tax man. Look at this. We're going to give this guy away. This comes from Hoogie's Hobby Shop. And we're going to make this special when we do give it away. Today, I'm not ready to give it away, so we're going to promote that. If you don't have a Dansko, this will bring you from the level of amateur kind of, throwing pennies in a jar into somebody who has a targeted set and is actively pursuing a collection. This will set you above. This will take you to the next plateau. They're nice, they're gorgeous, they're handy. Right? Keep it protected. These things hold their value as well. And Bill J says check PayPal. I'll check it again. I got you for 10, Bill. My first 10 bears, my first Danskos were used for barbers. Yep, my grandmother's first Danskos were used for beads. I tell you, she was old. Had a slapper 1 bead, had another slapper 2 beads. And that was it. That's as many they needed. She was that old. Man, she was hollow by the time, they'd taken out so many of her parts. She was hollow. Poor thing. Okay, I get Bill J, CJ, Shirley J. Oh, Shirley B. Let's give that one more look here. We got 66, 86, 96. Oh, we're so close. Is that right? Bill J, CJ, Cheryl, Brad. Yup. S. Ross, Mantic, Shelley Hollenbeck. You guys make this happen. All I do is, the bookkeeping back here. Oh, wow. Okay, here's what we can do. We can wait and hope somebody else will come up with about $30 more. Okay. In which case, we can get that Pacific half, which is lost. We can get that in. Did you see this thing? Now, the slab is an ICG MS65, which I agree with, because this girl is gorgeous. It is unmolested. We'll have a look all around here. There's that bear dog thing. I'm grounded for 6 more weeks. It's okay. This coin ain't going nowhere. Let's look at the back. You've got the big tall building there in San Diego. You got this dome, which is kind of neat. I don't know what is SJ here to tell us what these buildings are. 1935, and there's an S below, In God We Trust. And if we read it, we see California Pacific International Exposition. There we go, the San Diego Exposition. It's a San Diego half. Long story on these things. They had produced a bunch of them, right? And they did them for 2 years. What they didn't use the first year, they melted down, made them, made more the second year. But they hardly sold the darn. They sold like 10,000 of them. So they got all these coins just, sitting around unsold. They've been paid for, but just sitting around. And they ended up being at the houses of the guys who, paid for their exposition, which is normal because they paid for the darn exposition. It's their money. They get the coins. But for years, you got, you're talking 20, 30,000 of these things sitting around doing nothing. And you have a huge number of them were slabbed and certified in MS64 and MS65. Right? That seems to be the common grade on these. And they're beautiful. Let's look at that little slice by her wrist. That is on the slab. Okay, they're bright, they're shiny. They just sat there collecting dust for years. And I guess they were in a box or something. There's Eureka. These are wonderful. And 125 is a typical price on a MS65. Now that is ICG. We can't see it. But they are probably the most reputable of the Don Top 2. Where are you? There we go. Here you got PCGS, NGC, then Annex is probably like, up there, and then would be ICG. But if you're going to buy an ICG slab, check it yourself first. Their grading is quite good. Check it yourself first and make the determination for yourself. One of those weeks after you order the large bag of wheats, you should toss in one of the 500 coin lots in the big show pot. That'd be neat. Why not? I'd like to do a sack of Eisenhowers as well. That'd be pretty fun, huh? Ken Peavy. Adriana says, check PayPal. I sure will. Very pretty. Yeah, that's a wonderful. It's not in the pot yet. I'm going to have to take that out, but I got a feeling that I'm going to be putting that right back in. PayPal. There's PayPal. Oh, did I tell you Beth Coddington is back? Watch out, babies. Summary. We're at 66, 86, 96 right now. 124 more, 129 more. And we've got, look at this. CJ, yep. Bill J, VL, Vivian is in with 5 more, and that's actually Eric. Eric B. Then we have, look at that, Mantic sends it over the top with $30 more. Together they did it. Yeah. There's Mantic. We've got enough. We've got 96, 101, 131. That goes in the pot at 125. You guys, there's nothing you can't do. Seriously, put your heads together. There's nothing you can't do. Mantic and Eric, but of course, Bill J, CJ, Shirley, Brad J. So many J's. I'm going to change my name to Ken J. We got S. Ross. Mantic again. Mantic has sent in $55 on this today. We got Shelly H. Eric twice for 13. We got Scott Hugenboom with 10. Plus that big Dansko going, in the next show. We got Paula is thrown in for 20. Ray, Gone Fish, and Beth. Everybody makes this happen. And that's a beautiful thing. Who else does this kind of thing? Where else do you get this sort of thing? Now, one person's going to win this. Note the other Vivian. Were there 2? Stand by. We got a lot of Vivians around here all of a sudden. Vivian Jones or Vivian Lawrence? God, no, that's not Eric. That's Viv. Yeah, that's Vivian. Viviana. Okay, yeah, that's Vivian. We got Vivi Lawrence and Viviana Jones. Let me check this. It's scrolled down. Okay. Well, that's no matter. We'll take it. It'll be fun. Daryl USA is here. Lemonhead's here. Now, Lemonhead put in the halfpenny over here. Now, we've had a change in the rules. Okay, but I kind of screwed it up last week. Okay, let me find my thing here. Spreadsheet. Right. Utility. Oh, big show. Okay. We've had a change in the rules. Previously, you had to be at least 18 years old. We have removed that rule. Okay, let's get to... That's another one. Stand by. I'm having computer troubles. Screen. Okay, there's that. We go to this. This it? There. Okay. Now we're going to let people in under 18. Hopefully you have parental consent. If you don't have it, you'll have to send it back. But the one thing we're doing differently, if you have won in the past 2 months, and I have a list now of who has won in the past 2 months. If you won in the past 2 months, you cannot win until 2 months expire. That's all. We got several people who have used their knowledge and skills and experience to win the darn things. It's great. If you study coins, you have a better chance of winning. Okay, so we got CJ has won twice in the past 2 months. Lemonhead has won twice in the past 2 months. We've got Blockhead has won. Ant has won twice in the past 2 months. Ginger, that's Ginger, new Ginger, not Phoenix. She has won a month and a half ago. Let's see, Lincoln. Yep, Lincoln Central Coins won about a month ago. That's Ant's second time. Logan won. Now he was the instigator. So, okay, fine. Okay, you can win. He's under 18. but the guy does not quit. And really, this show needs to go to these younger people because it's going to give them a boost. Gosh, imagine being, 14 years old. You got one of these Panama Pacific halves over here. Okay, CJ won a couple weeks ago, and last week's winner won Wednesday weeks the week before, but it's kind of a quiet show. And that's Ray Chupp. So you folks, CJ, Lemonhead, Blockhead, Ant, Ginger, Lincoln, Logan, and Ray, you cannot win today. Okay, that's how it goes. Now, when your 2 months expire, you can win again. There. But if you somehow win, we're going to just have another drawing. So I'm going to go back to PayPal here real quick, see if we get anything to update and add here. Come on. There it is. And we ended up with Mantic, and there's Mantic, Viviana. Yeah, because it's 10:56, and I've been on for a half an hour longer than you think, just sitting here practicing. Yes, there's a chance for you. Okay. There's home. All right, where'd my thing go? Did I show you this? I got to show you this. This is the that coin spatula thing that I created, right? And I may actually get into it at some point, but I just wanted to cover the package for a little bit. Okay, this one's really neat. We're going to be paying attention. Let me do some math real quick. Oh, let's see. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. What the hell's that? Okay, there we go. There we go. Real simple. You have to pay attention in this one. How many dimes? How many dimes? How many 10-cent coins are in tonight's package? If you get that number right, you win this whole package. This comes down to paying attention. You don't have to know a thing about coins except to know, oh, that one's a dime. And you can guess. Now, if you've won in the past 2 months, you may not guess. But how many dimes are in tonight's show? And if you get it right, and the first one, and you haven't won in 2 months, you're going to get this stuff. And there's some neat stuff in there. We've got 8, 5, 9, 6, 6, 6, 6, 12, 10, 15, 10, 6, 8, 10, 7, 7, 9, 10, 6. Gosh, what is in there for dimes? Hoogie says 7. You got to get the number right. It's a real simple number. It's a round number. It's an integer. 4, 4, 6, 6, 10, 20, 12. Coin Dragon says 11. Daryl says 11. My math says 11. S. Ross, I see you with 11 first. Let me check the list over here. We're going to go over to the screen real quick. I see S. Ross first. Have you won the last 2 months? No, you have not. You have 11 as your number. Let's go back home. Do the unveil. How many dimes are in this package? Okay, we got a $50. This is not part of it. Okay, that's a $50. We got 2 cents, half cents, penny, 2 cents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dimes. These are all nickels. We don't know what that is. And each of these mint sets have 2 dimes in them. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where the hell did the 11th go? PS. Is there a PS in here? I suck at this. Okay. Who got 10 first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. How could I add in 1? Did we include a proof set? Now what do I do? Every now and then I do something dumb. And it's usually, when I'm awake. Let's go home. Okay, I gotta find this. There's that. Okay, we're gonna find somebody with 10. I know somebody's got 10. Mods, find somebody with 10. Here we go. Okay, we got it now. Yeah, I added one wrong and came up with 11 and wrote that down, and that's wrong. So S. Ross, I'm sorry, unless you got 10 earlier, in which case, good. Okay, let's see what we got, because I have 10 dimes in here. I'm not paying attention. I don't win. That's a darn shame. Okay, let's catch up here real quick. I'm like a week back on this. Okay, 8868596. Scroll down. I see 66661210. Paula, have you won recently? Here's the screenshot. Right here I see Paula Blum with a 10. Okay. Now there's hidden with 12. Let's see if I can scroll up a little bit at a time. There we go. This is when they first started coming in, right? And Paula's the first one with 10. Poor S. Ross is crying. I feel real bad. Okay, Paula has 10. Mantic is a close second. There's S. Ross with 10. Moments later, oh God. But I thought it was 11 and counted up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Any more dimes here? Those are nickels. A half, 2 cents, half cents, 2 cents, 1 cent, Bahraini cents, 50, couple of pennies. Paula, please report to me. Let's go home. There. I'm just going to throw out everybody's name at the start. Okay, Paula. S. Ross gets a second runner-up. He gets first runner-up. I'm going to type this in. Paula P. Paula. There you go. Wins it all. Come and get it. There it is. Paula must live closest to Ken. No, she's in Washington or something. I'm shaking. It's like a rapture. You ever see those guys? Worked in this place at, where the hell was it? Bangor Motor Inn. They had, well, banquet houses and stuff. And hotels. And they had this big giant room and a big giant kitchen. Place I worked at, we had the contract to feed all those people. And they come in about every, like, third Wednesday of the month. All these Pentecostals would come in. And they go through the line and eat and stuff their face. We're putting everything away, and then they're just, it was nuts, man. I saw the same sort of thing years later at a Grateful Dead concert. No fooling, same thing. There's really no difference between Pentecostals and Deadhead. True story. Paula, look what you got. We got this. This is an ICG MS65. Panama, no. San Diego Commemorative. Now, I had some numbers on how many survive, and it's like 37,000. Really not that many. You'll get this thing, and you'll say, MS65? Yeah. It's gorgeous. Okay, we have 2 cents and junky 2 cents. One's got a slice in it. Okay, give that to the kids. You get grandkids, great grandkids, children. There you go. One for you, one for somebody you just want to get rid of. Here, take this and go away. Okay, we got a Canadian cent here, 1876H. Real nice one too. You're gonna find that. We have Lemonhead has sent in 1967. Remember, you still have those large cents over there. She had sent some large cents to us. We got, look, you got one of these. Look how shiny that is. Here you go. We got this thing. It's not as good as a Hong Kong nickel, but well, go with it. Maybe you can spend it on whatever they sell in Bahrain. You can get like a bucket of sand with that. Okay, we got a 90% no, 40 something percent, 40% from Mantic over here. You like that? You sent these in. You want them back? I'm going to put these in the next week's show. Okay, we got a bunch of buffaloes over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The kids will like it. You can get your garage cleaned up, get your patio swept. Right? You get a swimming pool, you can get that done. If you don't, see if your neighbor has one. He'll owe you a favor. Right? Here's the cobwebs off the eaves. This will get the leaves off your roof. You got these things. Now the 55S has a die clash on the back. You're going to like that one. Okay, we got a 1998 uncirculated mint set. Got 2 dimes in it. And we got a 1995 uncirculated mint set, also with 2 dimes in it. So that brings the total 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dimes. What do you think? You finally won, Paula. Now you can't win again for 2 more months. But that's okay. You got all this good stuff. This is going to be tough to beat. Even with a Dansko, you're going to find this one's going to be just tough to beat. You get a PV penny. There it is. Dun, dun, dun. You get this thing. You get the lemon head penny, half penny. You get the lemon head half penny. What was the last time I won? Ant, let me look at you here. Let's see. There's the screen. Here's this spreadsheet I keep all my notes on. And there's Ant. Ant, you won on 4-8. So on 6-8, you'll be eligible again. And we'll go from there. Actually, 6-9. Let's see. This isn't going to work. This April. 6-8. That was 3 weeks ago. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got 5 more weeks of nothing. But 6-8. Yeah, you'll be eligible on the 10th again as one of the big show. Unless we have a big show on the 8th, which probably is going to happen anyway. Because we should have a class on the 9th. So CJ is eligible on 6/15, which will be 6/20 for that show. Ray just take a nap for a while. Lincoln, you got 6/4. Ant, yep, 6/8. Blockhead coming right up quick. 2 more weeks, you're up. Lemonhead's coming on another, a couple weeks here. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. We'll go from there. And now we got to put Paula down here. This is what day is this? 4/29. Paula. Palua. P-A-U-L-A. And that's BS for Big Show. I'm not saying it's bullshit. That's Big Show. There we go. Paula is on a giveaway roll. Well, congratulations, Paula. You deserve it. She's been supporting the show for some time. She sent some coins. Did you see what she sent lately? Look at this. And here's some stuff that didn't make the show today. You know, like the, I got a satin set. Can you see this at all? No. Home. There we go. We got a satin set. That did not make the show. I want to get a little bit of everything. We get the mint set. So we get a satin mint set. Then I had a proof set lined up. Then we had a silver proof set lined up. But I wanted to get this guy in because it's nuts. It's really nice. Paula sent this stuff yesterday, and I barely looked at it since, but I need to. Okay. So she sent this thing. You got to see this. Look at this. You ever see that movie with, the heck is it? Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know, where they got to put this on the top of a pole, you know, and then the light shines through it, and it points to, you know, where the Well of Souls is. Yeah, that was Harrison Ford. That's kind of a neat thing. It's got seashells and critters, and I think that's a bug there. Oh, no, it's a seahorse. So you get a sand dollar, a sand quarter, a sand nickel, anchors, starfish. We got some sand here. What is going on with this? It's like this is a bottle cap. All right, there's a couple of broken bottles. There's a 12-pack ring. There's an oil slick. You got this is like, you know, genuine all the way. Got some broken glass. I'm not sure. Is that candy? Huh. There's the underside of the turtle. It's a boy. There you go. Sand dollar. It's a girl. That box full of coins I sent will be there Tuesday. Well, God love you, Bill. Bill has sent some more stuff. I don't know what to expect, but if it's anything like the last box that he sent, it will go on for weeks. All you people that have won in the past 2 months, you could still win some of the stuff he's sending. Bill is a coin roll hunting machine. So we made him the, all the support, we made him the coin channel of the week. couple of weeks ago. We'll probably run it for another week, and then we'll get somebody new. The coin comes out. No, that's staying right there. If it comes out, I might drop it on the show, and I'm keeping that. That's a Hong Kong nickel. Did you see this? Hong Kong makes these coins, and I just like saying it. I don't know if it's valuable. I ain't even looked at it yet. There it is. Hong Kong, and it should say 5 cents under there. You can barely make that out, but that's an F. But that's what it means in Chinese. It means Hong Kong nickel. You got QE on the front. Should be a date here. QE the 2nd. So you got a crown. Now what's the crown mean? Crown on QE2, this is part of the empire. It's a possession, or part of the realm. Part of the realm. Where's the date here? They take her hat off when she's home. So the British coins don't have a hat. But the young ladies have a laurel wreath. I can't tell. Well, I'm sure it's very nice, though. I'm going to put it in here to keep it nice. Because I don't keep much of this stuff. I'm keeping one of these. I am darn sure keeping one of these, though. Those little half pennies at lemon cent. Yeah. I should probably keep one of these. Because otherwise I'm going to give them all away until they are all gone. There we go. Let me set this up here in a place so it'll fall over in 20 minutes. Get rid of this. Yeah, that's not too bad. You got some good stuff in here. We like to have, a big anchor. Like next week it'll be this giant Dansko album. The week after that it'll be God knows what else will come through. This is kind of the big prize for the day. This is retail value of about $130. I call it $125. That's about right. $125, $130. Are you going to sell it? No, you're going to hold on to this for, well, how old are you? Probably another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. All right, silver, always good to keep around. These things, they're neat in case it is something. This is wonderful. The 2 centers. Now, one for you and one for somebody who's going to keep it, for 50 years, one of these things. This old Canadian penny, you get to wait till the guy who gets the beat up 2 center, gets his wings, and then offer him this. And by the time he no longer has this, it'll be 200 years old. At 1876. You get these gorgeous dimes over here. Start a whole collection of dimes. You get 6 different dates already. Should work. I've lost chat. There's SJ. We're looking for you. Now SJ's got T-shirts, and now there's a link down below in the description. But I don't know if it works because I don't really check the description. I did update it earlier to add some stuff. I forgot the wheats. How many likes do we have? There's my bag of wheats. Arrgh. Now, Paula, for every like, we have 500 likes. No, we don't. We got 42 people watching. You see 50? Okay. We have to improve on that. We'll have to add something like if we get to the next milestone, like 75 likes. We'll have to bump it up for a prize. You got 50 wheats? Okay. That's 50 wheats. Now these are mostly, circulated. We can look at a couple of them. They're 40s and 50s. They fall all over the place, as you can see. They've been checked quite thoroughly by me, so there's nothing in there. But somewhere in your family, you've got a young kid who's just going to go nuts over these. You can probably put it together most of your dates in the 40s and 50s. There's no steals, but there's plenty of S's. All too many 46 S's. Let's have a look at what we got here. We'll just do a little sampling. Some are kind of grungy and screwed up, and others are pretty decent. Let's look. Screen. Now, because we got 50 likes, I'm going to put 50 of these in. There's one. It's a 1956. You needed that, didn't you? Somebody in your family needs a 1956. Here's a 1951D. It's got a few bag marks here and there. Okay, 1944, the big dark stain. Here's the 1944 that is ruined. It's called graffiti. You know, somebody takes a knife or, I don't know, piece of metal, and they got nothing to do. I mean, nothing to do with their time. They just start scratching pennies. Stop it. Okay, we got a 1942. Seen better days, but I've seen worse coins. You got some heavier contact marks on that one. You get a 1954D here. Okay, it's probably VF. It's respectable. Got a little crud on there. Where's that toothpick of mine? That's gone. Nope. That's the sort of thing that's in there. But we're going to put these in, and I'm not actually going to count them. I'm just going to say, yeah, that's easily 50 of the darn things. Let's see if we can see it. Home. That's easily 50. It's probably closer to like a punch. But there's some good, there's some bad, there's some ugly, there's some beautiful. Kind of going to Walmart. The guy could have been in World War II, Ken, nervous, holding a penny. There they are. We're going to put those into the package. And I got a bunch here. Now, if you want to get in on that next bag of wheats, we're going to open it live, count them out, put them in a pack, and put your name on it, and get them out. And we'll go through some of those. You know, see if we can find it. It'll be fun. Whitman sampler. Okay, let's see what I got to do here. I'm going to have to cover this. I got to get this glove off. I'm starting to get crazy. Anytime we wear clothing, I'm good for only so long. Put the scratches on it. Somebody did. It's in the bag. It's in there. You'll find that. Let me catch up here. Man, I count 43. That's 50. Had a roll here. Where'd that go? No, that's... I got a sack of stuff here somewhere. Well, anyway, there it is. We got some stuff. We got pennies. There's one. Half pennies. 2 cents. Big fat copper. 5 cents. 10 cents. There are no quarters. We got a couple of quarters in the mint sets. Half dollars. There's a couple of more half dollars. There are no dollars in this set today. Okay, but that's all right. We're going to make up for it with this. I think that helps. That'll cover a lot of sting that you don't have here. There. That's not too bad. You get a sack of wheats for the youngins. I think the show went very well in this new time. The whole idea, geez, the weather's getting better. People want to get out of the house, man. You've been cooped up for how long? Up in Maine, they've got another month and a half to go. They get 3 months outside if it's not raining, and then it's right back in by the wood stove, man. It's true. I heard you wrote a book. Man takes a book writing fool. He's going to put he's going to dedicate it to me. Yeah. I like the new time. It was necessary. I was putting too much stuff in a too narrow a time slot between the Friday night, the Saturday afternoon, and then the Sunday afternoon. By Sunday evening, I turned into a freak show. I slept for 2 days. I'm not getting stuff done. Then I got to get up and do the Wednesday. I get Thursday off, and then I do it all over again. I didn't have the time to get some things done I needed to get done. I've got the whole backwoods needs attention. The garage, I got one side rotting out. Got to give it attention. I got to fix a taillight, fix the stairs. I got a bathroom, the sink thing looks like a J. That drips. Okay, that's not a big deal, but I got to get to this stuff. I have never cleaned this desk, it seems, behind me. Gosh, there's stuff on there. Good Lord. I found a neat one today. I'll tell you about it one day. There's stuff in there I got to give attention to. But I cut out the Wednesday show and I cut out the Friday show so I could catch up on some of these things and get going on this next big project, which is the email ladder, right? Effectively, you donate to this show. And when you get to $50, you'll be invited to get on the ladder. So it's up to you if you want to get, these offers by email. If you don't take the offer, you can still get in later, and I'll keep track. These little notes here, how much you put in. this counts towards it. If you send in coins, right? If you send in a Dansko album, if you send in, what got sent in, mint sets or these Buffalo nickels, that gets added to the package or to your point thing, and I update it once a month and rearrange everybody's name. But the higher you are to the top, well, you get the offers at a better price and you get them first, so you get a better chance. So keep it up. The whole idea is to add an incentive to the program, and it's working quite well. People have bought up all kinds of stuff, and they've done pretty well for themselves. Some of these deals are going out pretty darn reasonably. You can't get them at that price, in public. Can't. So get on that list. If you want to find out what it is, you can talk to other people and see what they're getting, or just contribute to the show. Make this package big. Offers to what? I offer coins. I offer coins to people at a pretty fair price, and they can buy it or not. After 24 hours, I move it on to the next guy in the list. So if you don't respond in 24 hours, I might still have it later. But for that first 24 hours, it's yours if you want as many as you want. Take them all, take some, take none. If you don't want them, just say pass, and then I'd get to the next guy faster. Yes, some good ones, yes. Right now I'm focusing on items that I can get to a lot of people. The individual coins, for example, this was on the list to go in, but I had to get something I could, offer to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. So I'm going with some volume items right now. But we'll be getting more of that back in. But I'm kind of stuck as far as the cash goes right now. I've got some outstanding invoices that are, they're kind of big. If you do have an invoice and it's over $200, it would really make me liquid again, and it'd be so handy to not eat pancakes and beans for a week and a half. But if you could pay that'd be wonderful, and I'll get your stuff right out quick. We'll go from there. Oh, okay. Pass will be used from now on if I can't buy. That's great. It's only 24 hours, so if you don't respond to the email, don't worry about a thing. I've got several different groups that I'm able to, I got it broken into 4 slots. So I can, start one item here, and I start one item here. So it's not really the top guy gets the very best. It's like the top 4 guys get, really good, and then people under them. And that's working out. Ideally, I get a couple of offers per week. I've done this sort of thing for years, and I've put out, 5 offers in a week to people, and I've had about a dozen people I've been dealing with primarily. There's several more, but there's 12 or so regular heavy buyers of things. But one fellow just passed away recently, and I got to thinking, geez, why haven't I been doing this all along? Just keep it going. These are the power buyers, so they get the stuff you never see. And they get some deep pockets, and that's working. But when I say it's $200, they don't watch the show. I'm sure of it. I doubt it. If you're out there, thank you for everything. What's wrong with pancakes and beans? Not a darn thing, unless it's the only thing you have, for 2 weeks. But I'll be okay. I've gotten by. Man, it's tough going, but it's a whole lot tougher when there's none of it. Does that mean we do not have continuity in communication? You lost me. Sounds fair. I just try to get people good items at a fair price, and you're going to find them to be pretty darn fair, and we just go from one to the next to the next. That's all. And if you want to get on that list, make the show what it should be. Build the show. I had to remove the incentive from the people who contributed to the show, and this because it was a raffle, and I can't have a raffle. YouTube hates it. The state of Florida hates it. I'm sure other entities hate it. IRS probably hate. They love me. They'll come and give me some love. I'm sure soon enough. But I can't do a raffle. Raffles don't work. They're illegal. But I had to separate. The number of chances to win from the donation. Well, geez, boy, it sure was handy as far as free enterprise. The prizes were getting $500–600. But once I did that, they dropped down to, you know, 150, 100. The Wednesday Wheat Show was dropping into the 60s. It's not sustainable at that. I don't recover my PayPal fees. So the whole idea is make this a bigger prize, a bigger package. So we'll put some incentive back in, and that's what the ladder does. And you can find that on my blog. It's 1 Million Pennies Project. Can I actually link that? Yeah, I'm just talking now, so I could probably copy and paste that. Here it is, copy. Now this goes off YouTube, so I bet you it won't work. But there it is. That's 1 Million Pennies Project, blogspot.com. I talk about stuff, you know, read it. Some of it's good. There's more coming. Oh, what was that next project I had to work on for the blog? Oh, we're going to talk about registry sets next. And I want to do more on, you know, mistakes new people make. That was a good show yesterday, but I didn't touch my notes. I got like the first 3 points and then just went over here. I just kept on talking. I just keep on talking about this. Oops, I fell asleep. Me too. For half an hour. The show just didn't do a thing for half an hour. What the hell was going on? I'll have to check that. Really like the live stream schedule. Helps brain fried people like me. We'll go with it. Now, there's a video directory. Let me show you this. I lost my place. There's the video screen. There you go. Here's a video directory. Can we see it? Whoops. Okay, and you have the link to this is down below in the description, below the video. Okay, you got video channels. Here's me. You get Bill J as a channel of the week. He's up at the top. You know, different people are highlighted. You get Coin Card Hobbyist is closing in on 1,000 subs. Has she made it to 1,000 yet? She's got to be close by now, by God. Here's Frank. That's Coin Dragon. We got High Host Silver. Here's Hoogie. You know, this green and yellow. It just draws attention. Hopefully they'll watch it. Here's Polly, Phoenix Van Life, who made this show keep on going. Here's Vic. That's Victor Raskin. We got live stream show times, which needs to be changed. Okay. Yeah, this should be 9:30. And I can fix that right now. There's a 9, and there's a 3. 9:30 p.m. Got it. All right. What else is in there? Wednesday Wheat's going to come off for a little while. I'm just going to cut that. Not to scroll up so I can delete that. It's no problem to add it back in. I happen to know the link. Okay. Delete row. Right, you got, here's Mantic, of course. Quinn's. I've been meaning to watch Quinn's show more often. Quinn just moved out of the house. He, you know, was in college and stuff. He had to say goodbye to all his bank tellers. And we take off Friday Night Madness for a while. Delete. Where's the delete button? You gotta learn how to use these things, these spreadsheets. Delete. There we go. We can add that back in. Like I do the wheat bag, we'll probably do it on a Friday night. Okay, we got blog roll. Look at that. 7, 8. There aren't that many blogs out there for coins. How about you go start one? And here we have a shameless self-promotion. There we go. Let me scroll this back up, find my way home. There's the chat. And here's that thing. And we're back. I like your blog site. Great content. God, it's tough to do it all. I used to do about an article a week. For a little while there, I was doing an article every month and a half, and it wasn't that good. So, yeah, I definitely want to get back in and do more of that. She's 12 away. 12 more. Folks, we got, where are you here? 12 more to go. We got 40 of us in here. Here's the Livestream Directory. You're going to find that link below. And we got Coin and Card Hobbyist is trying to reach 1,000 subs. And SJ says she is 12 away. There's a copy. So I'm going to paste this right here. This is Coin and Card Hobbyist link. It's Amanda. You probably have encountered her in several groups and don't know it, or maybe you do. Click on that link if you haven't heard of her or haven't met her. She's nice enough. Just keep your hands and fingers away from her mouth. You'll be fine. We're getting ready to do a live stream coin battle. It's SJ's best buddy. She's taking her under her wing and she's training her up. Give her a hand. Give her a boost. Get over there and say, hey, great job. Click subscribe. Get her over that 1,000 mark. You can always change your mind later, but get her over that mark so at least she has a shot at doing the monetization thing. It's a major, it's a big milestone. And she deserves it. Come on. And that's tonight. What time, SJ, is that tonight? Tells you about the list. The list is on the blog. Definitely get over there. Quinn's Coins have been way busy lately. He's finishing school. He's moving. He's going to miss those bank tellers. Can you blame him? Oh, CFA's here. Yep. Coin Hunter Lopez. Hello, Mr. Coin Hunter Lopez. Good to see you. SJ, what time tonight? Like how many hours from now? Because nobody really knows what time it is. Does anybody even care? They keep playing like they're fighting with each other. 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, SJ and Amanda are going to have a coin off. So get over there and check that out. But go through Amanda's stream tonight and make sure you hit her subscribe button. And if you can't get there for Amanda, then go back to SJ. But still subscribe to her. It'll be fun. That'll work. Did you see what we gave away today? Hey, CFA. You ever find one of these coin wall hunting? No. Look at that. That's a 1936S San Diego Commemorative. Isn't that pretty? That is a gorgeous thing. $25. Oh, at least that. It's got a bear on it. This is ICG slab MS65, and I agree with the grade. It's a beautiful thing. I'm up to almost everyone in here. God love you, Cheryl. Oh, that's not going to focus. We got a couple of 2 cents. So you got one for you, or one for Paula, and one for Paula's somebody she knows. So here, take this and go to the store. Play on the road, or get out of here, kid. I'm napping. We got a bunch of buffaloes. The kids love that. A bunch of wheats. We got these gorgeous BU Roosevelt dimes, 6 different dates, a $50, the big penny, that thing. Should we replace it? What do you think we should do when these run out? Get more or change it to something else? Yeah, went out to gold. We'll give that away. That'll work. Every show. That'll get some views, huh? They'll be banging on that keyboard just guessing numbers. Your first slab? No. Get out. I'll win the big pack of these days. You will win, by God. Now, the only thing I've sent SJ so far is a bunch of pennies and a bunch of flips. That needs to change. You can pack it in the boxes I ordered. There you go. I've got your stuff, but I've got to take care of Eric Meissner first. He's now at the top of my list. I've got most of his coins done. So I got to pretty much do the video on that, and then I can send his stuff out. Then I got a couple of things to do. I really got to get some attention on those trees. And I had a day where it was rainy and my water came in kind of muddy. So this tells me there's a leak in a pipe somewhere. And I got a good idea. It's right here under the, that whatever the hell tree it is. It's got that funny little fruit on it. What is it? The Asian plums or something. They're okay. They're tasty. But the bull was under there a couple of years ago, and he liked to scratch on everything. He broke the boat. Right, killed a bush, and I think he might have frigged up that faucet. So if he did, snapped it, cracked it, that can let some, rainwater through and get muddy. I've been having this itch lately. Yeah, the 2018 mint sets just dropped. Go get them. Get them. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they don't. But these late mint sets, the recent ones, they've been holding on. You're gonna find those satins. Oh, I'm having a bear of a time getting hold of satins at the newest prices anymore. You can't get 2005s for $10 anymore. right? I can't get them for less than 13. 2006, same thing, sometimes 12 bucks, but those satins, they're going up. Keep an eye on them. They're probably going to be adjusted upward. Well, their mintages are low. What do you got in 2008? Here they are. Now, all your mint sets from 05 to 10 to 2010 are satin, right? They're not business strikes. They're not proofs. They're satin. Let me show you one here. They're a special finish. Screen, nope, scope. Okay, but I can't get these anymore at the prices that Numis says. Yeah, for a while I was getting them good. You know, I could get the things for $8. You know, put together 10 of them, sell them off for 100. Great. Now I can't get them for 12 or 14. There you go. You see how they don't splash the light? These new dimes, they'll blind you. You get this bright flash. The light here is dispersed. The only bright spot is because of the plastic. Look at that Kennedy. I think these are terrifically undervalued. You got 700,000. Let me look at 2008 because I happen to have the coin inventory right here in front of me. Come on. Okay. Let's go down to 2008. And I can pull this up and show you what I'm talking. That's not it. Mint, home, screen. Here's a screen. Okay, here's the inventory and checklist. 2008 satin, right? And now the P and the D, because you get one of each. You're looking at 745,000 produced in 2008. 2010, you love this one. Satin, just over 500,000. Now, we got this population rank over here. You got to scroll across the bottom. I don't know if you can see the bottom here. Yeah, there you go. You get these little arrows. You can scroll left and right. That'll take you to pop rank. There you go. And you can then, well, use the long scroll. Hopefully it'll get you where you need to go. You're going to find these satins are almost always in the top, 50 to 100. Well, here you go. What do you got here? Nope, that's a different thing, the 36. Satins, 2010s. On the Lincoln cents, they rank in the 20s. Right? The 2008, this one right here, that ranks, at 30 out of all the Lincolns. Mind you, you get the 1964 ranked at first place. There you go, with 50. Right? Top 10, you need to have less than 5,000 mintage. You're talking those early matte proofs. Then you got your earlier proofs, 30s and 40s and 50s. And then what do you hit? You hit satins. Look at this, 1909 S VDB with 484,000. Right? 2010 satin at 583. Here's the 2008 at 745, 464. These are keys and semi-keys on a lot of these. Look at the dimes. Where the hell's the dimes? Let's go over here to the right. Buffaloes, Barbers, Jeffersons. There you go. You got your early proofs, 30s and 40s and 50s, and then you got, look right there, satins. Spot 16 on those Lincolns, right? Where you're getting into those in the 30s. You got to realize out of all those Lincolns, you've got over 376 of them. With the 82 small and large day copper and zinc being the most populous with 10 gazillion made. These are rare coins. Well, they're not too rare. They're getting up into rarity of 5 and 6. They're less common. Where's the Roosevelts here? Oh, that's not our one. I want the population rank. Where's the Rosies? Where are you, Rosie? Okay, there's your Buffaloes, there's your Jeffersons, Roosevelts. There you go. Satins, number 10 on the list. Yeah, they're tough to get. The prices are climbing. That's what I'm seeing. I just can't get them at their normal prices anymore. This 2008 is how much? I don't know. I'd have to look at it. It's like 34 bucks. What's my list say? 2008, 34 bucks. You'd be pressed to get one for 34 bucks. Get these things. Let me find my way home. Okay, it's 11:40. SJ's going on. It's time for me to go feed the cat. There we are. I got my 2009 sets. What I have earlier today I was going to put in. Oh, I got a 2009 proof over here somewhere. Is that it? I'm going to look at this. Is my list. This is my stack of proof sets to look at. There we go. I got another one over here. There's a 2009 proof set. There you go. You get everything in there. It's like that big giant book of lifesavers you used to get. You ever go to Halloween? You get like 8 rolls of lifesavers. This is what that reminds me of. They don't hand those out anymore. But you get the dollars. There they are, all 4. Who we got here? I can't read that. William Henry Harrison, Polk, Taylor. Oh, and Tyler. Turn them upside down, you're gonna get screwed up. Yeah, there's Taylor and Tyler. Okay, you got the penny, nickel, dime, quarter. No, you got the nickel, the dime, the dollar, and the half. Because, remember, you got these. Now, the 2009s are nice because, well, first off, right, it's not a regular set. First off, all these 4 coins weigh 3.1 grams, right, 3.11. They are 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Those 4 right there. On the satin 2009, same thing. But all your business strikes are the regular old zinkins. That's them. This is why these are kind of a premium. And also that year you don't have the state and you don't have the ATB. You have the territories quarters. Kind of a neat little trick there. But if you get the 2009 satin set, yeah, same thing. You get all of those coins. And the pennies are big, 3.11 grams. Some of these sets are special. Like the 2004 and 2005 proof sets, you get those special nickels, right? 2010 mint set is the only mint set to have satin ATB quarters. Go figure. Yeah, there's plenty to it. That and the 09, yeah, there's a little bit. This is the only 09 nickel I have. I've got a couple of satins. But yeah. How many 09 nickels have you seen? Seriously, count them up. Have you seen one? Well, this one's a proof. There you go. Here's a picture of an 09 Jefferson. Right there, 2009. Okay, it's got an S. He looks the same as he does, the day before or the year after, year before. But it's a 2009. Yeah, the economy was crap. But they were minting fewer and fewer of these proof sets each year. 2012 was a terrific low one. Yeah, I got a thing for proof sets. Okay, let's go back to the inventory. I'll take you over to the screen. Can we see that? Okay. There's the screen because Ant put this in earlier. Keep on going, keep on going. Standard proof sets. Runs out in 76. How come? Standard proof sets. Oh, they're in order. Okay, there we go. 2009. Well, look at it. 17, 16, 15, 14. As I go down the list, the population goes up. 2017, they're making 500,000 of these proof sets. 500,000. Dude. 16, 500,000. 2015, 600,000. 14, 12. 12, they're tough to find. They're gosh darn expensive. Here's 2009, 1.4 million. Right? The days of the populous 1970s proofs are long gone. You want to get these proofs because you're talking 500,000. Dude, they're going to be now. How come the proof at 600,000? How come that penny cost $12, but the satin sells for $1? Get them satins too. Okay, here we get the mint sets, right? Look at this. 56, 2017, 15, 16, 14, 13. They're down to less than 300,000 on them. Geez, just get them just for the sets, by Christ's sakes. There's your silver proof sets, also very small numbers, below 500,000. So get those. The best part about the proof sets, they get the pretty boxes. All the coins are encased. Just put them up on a shelf, walk away, come back in 50 years and go buy a house. Well, that's the general plan. I don't know if it actually works because I haven't done it for 50 years yet. But give it time. I'm working on it. 2009 was the last, well, it weren't the ATBs yet, and they weren't states. Those are DC and territories. But 2010, the mint set is satin. It's the only satin ATB quarters out there. You've been saying that for months. Get the sets from the mint. Grab them up. Why not? So what are you saying? I got that enhanced uncirculated set, and I just I was unthrilled by it. I don't think it's not a numismatic item. It's the mint just trying to market anything they goddamn can. If it wasn't nailed down, they'd put it up for sale on their blog, on their website. No, they're producing too many things. Cut that one out. But the proofs, geez, people have been collecting. What the hell is that? There's a bug in my coffee. No, it's a piece of pencil. I sharpened a pencil earlier. No, really. See, I'll drink that. It's a pencil scrape. Yeah. If that was a bug in my coffee, would I drink that? Huh? If there was a bug in the stove, would I turn the gas on like this and throw a match in like this? No. Do a cleaning the desk show. I probably should, because Jesus. Oh, I found these earlier. What do we got here? I got more of these darn things. I thought I had sold off all I had. There's an 1868 2-center. Here's 1864. Not great. Okay. Here's an I don't know what it is. 1866 2-center. Bunch. I found some neat ones I'll have to show you another day. Every Friday, clean off the desk day. That's what I need. Coming nowadays with a metal change, the coinage will disintegrate a lot sooner and there will be less specimens left. Yeah, but they're making 10 billion 1982s. Dude, they're just going to dig up this big pile of zinc. They'll say, maybe it was change, maybe it was their coins, but now it's just a big pile of zinc. They will mine it. They're going to, make like forks and stuff out of it. They're going to love it. Come on. They're going to reinvent the fence. But get those satins. Get a hold of those modern proofs. The 2009 satin, mint set, and uncirculated proof set, they're 3.1 on the cent. They're copper. You can have your zinkins. Those babies are going to last. Yep. Keep all your AU zinkins. One day they'll all be rare. We've been talking about that. They're crap. Those are garbage coins. The set will be reinvented to be cardboard. The cent? That makes sense. They tried all kinds of glass. Yeah. Carbon fiber? No, that's just too darn pricey. Plant fiber? A soybean penny? You can't afford food, just eat the money. Maybe it'll work. I think it'll be going. I give it about 2 more years, and we're going to be going the way of Canada. The new penny, they made of compressed garbage. Have you seen they take the trash, the plastic bags, and they turn it into like a road? That's brilliant. Why aren't we doing shit like that? We clean up our grocery store, clean up the ocean gyres, get all that plastic off the beach. Yeah, we'd empty Walmart just to be nothing left, and just pave over Walmart with all the plastic in there. As soon as the copper plating is compromised, the scent is doomed. That's correct. Those are gonna have to keep the good errors and varieties encased in acrylic. Well, I just happen to have acrylic cases. They're only 50 cents a piece, right? They're acrylic 2x2. They have a foam insert, and I've got 1 cent, 5, 10, 25, 50, plus the large dollar, plus the small dollar, all are available. If you really want something unique, right? CJ will take these. He'll pull out the foam. I guess he plays with his dog or something with it. I don't know what he does with it. Right, but he'll take out that foam and he will custom design any holder. Did you see this? See Mantic? He gave me this logo. And that's wonderful. But CJ can custom design your holder to fit. Right? Just tell him what coin it is. He can look up the size, the shape. He can add your name to it. You want a state, he'll give you the state. You want a design, he'll give you the design. You want to see Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe, what are them Marilyns? He'll etch that out and print for you. Kind of a neat thing. Get a hold of him. He's on his own. I'm just the front man. The inflation is causing the money to disappear. I remember when bread was 29 cents for a loaf of bread. Of course, back then I made $3.35 an hour. My grandmother made $400 a month. Inflation, it kills people on fixed incomes. Just butchers their values. What used to be good enough is nowhere near. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. One reason I moved out here to the country, well, first off, because there's nobody out here, and I'm not a big fan of humans. But these woods are full of food, man. Right? I can go Jed Clampett back here, and I'll be eating good for a long time. So bring on your inflation. I'm covered. Right? Get rid of change. It's not going to help. Nope. They'll melt it down. They can't afford food. They'll eat the seed and kill the livestock and eat that. Who knows, man? But the money's always going to be an issue. Right now, we have a fixed face value coin or currency, and it's produced with an inflationary resource. So at some point, the inflation, the cost of the material that makes the coin must exceed the value of the coin. Well, then what do? Well, you shrink your size from big to little, right? You produce this half cent a lot smaller. All right, your penny goes from being this big to being this big and made out of something cheaper. Okay, there's the old Canadian cent. There's the new U.S. cent. And the Canadian cent nowadays, well, they don't make them anymore, but they used to be smaller than this guy. Okay. You should get rid of the dime because you can just use 2 nickels, right? And then make the nickel the size of the dime. But all the freaking vending companies are going to be screaming bloody murder. So, no, we're going to have to retool our shoes. They all use the debit cards and those things anyway. Dude, if it wasn't for quarters, there'd be no vending machines. They all stick quarters in there. Now they take their phones over there and they stare at it until they bump into the vending machine, right? Because they think there's a Pokemon in the vending machine. They press a button, stuff comes out of the vending machine, the vendor's been paid, they got a nice soda and a new toy to play with or some darn thing in the Poke doll thingy, whatever the hell it is. Just deal with the inflation. Inflation is always going to be part of it. If you have a debt-based economy, there must be inflation. Because without growth in your money supply, which will inflate prices, then you have no way to pay off the interest on that debt upon which your economy is based. Hidden Numismatist wants all your satin pennies. I got a bunch of them. They're $1 a piece. I've got 2005s. I think that's it. I picked up some of these, but they were spotty. I said, no, man, this ain't going to work. Yeah, I got a bunch of them. I got some errors, too, which are cool as hell. What's this? There you go. I got bunches of them. I don't know why it's a bag. I don't know why it's in a bag that's marked 1986. Hey, reduce, reuse, recycle. Electronic money. Dude, if they can get the entire economy on a card, they're going to tax every cent. Okay, here's a satin penny. I'm going to put a regular penny beside it. Screen. Let me put it up here. Now, one way to tell that it's a satin is they're still in the original mint packaging. See the blue stripe? Okay, another one is to look at the finish. Because I have found satins in the sets. You know, I've gone through albums and folders. Okay, 2018. So you know it's not satin. It's going to be 2005 to 2010. Okay, it's going to be pretty. They burnish the planchets. Okay, they're kind of polished, special. You can still get some zinc bubbles. You got one here. Where's my? Here's one. But they are few and far between. All right, the dies themselves have been specially prepared. It's almost like sandblasting. You see the cameo on a proof? Have I got one here? What's this? Okay. Compare the detail in the cameo here. Now, in 2008, they went to a laser etching, and so it's a different pattern altogether. It's almost mechanical. I don't care for it. This is a good-looking proof, the way they did this. But if you compare the surface on this cameo to the surface over here, it's as if they did the cameo across the whole darn thing. But it's finer. It's much finer in grain. All right? Let's see the proof. See the way that just... Okay, these dots are the reflection on the plastic. But this over here, this big white spot, that's a reflection off the mirror finish on the coin. These are mirrors. These guys ain't no mirrors. All right? You always get the cartwheel. It doesn't give you the white flash in your face unless it bounces off the plastic of the package. Right? They're crisp. They're clean. They're wonderful things. Silver Eagle. There you go. The same sort of thing is on the Silver Eagle. It's at you see it on the modern commemoratives. You know, the modern dollar commemorative uncirculated. They're burnished. That's what the hell this is. It's a satiny finish. But they don't bounce that light straight into your face. The plastic will. The coin won't. It disperses it. They're wonderful. No caffeine. 20% of our car taxes, of my house taxes, of my gas taxes, of my food taxes, goes to Trump lawyers. Yeah, and the rest goes to the Defense Department. Yep. I don't know. Around here, it's the fire department. Dude, we got like the best fire department in the whole world. You know, of course, for them to get to my house, I don't even bother with insurance. There we go. So we're gonna pack this up and get this going to who won this? Paula. Paula did not get these two coins because Paula sent in these two coins. So we'll just put up the next people. There you go. I'll get this packed up shortly. Maybe make some space here. And well, we didn't get the loop and flip and lanyard in, but that's okay. We'll get those in. Strangely enough, I'm okay with the Defense Department. How many times we had a war the past few years? Okay, we had that Afghanistan thing. You had that Iraq thing. But it was over there, wasn't it? That's kind of nice. Keep fighting over there. So when they come over here and fight, then we got troubles. Made $12 billion a day last week. Who did? Bezos? Man, I made like $12 a day last week. I was pretty happy with it. Okay, you know the best way to shut down a chat group is to start getting political. I find most of the people in the coin worlds are tend to be right-leaning. I mean, I just crack right over and bend in the middle, going right. I love how W didn't find any WMDs. No, they sent the WMDs to Syria. Now what do you got in Syria? You got Syria using WMDs on their own people. Where the hell do you think they got it from? Check them out. You know exactly where they came from. They told us way back that the damn things went to Syria and we can't find them. The left is saying, there aren't any. Shut up. They're in Syria. You knew it. We knew it then. We know it now. Don't give me that bullshit. There's stuff in the world you wish you could uninvent. And those chemical weapons are one of them. We don't need that sort of shit. It's going to kill everybody. You got a war, me against you. Come on, let's fight. But if I kill everybody in your family and everybody in your neighborhood, that's a different level of warfare. Right? It's wrong. That's a crime against humanity. And we have a greater purpose to look out for humanity than to follow orders. You press a button that fires that shit. I am talking about simply Iraq. Oh, that place, we just pave it. You know, just pave that whole place. All of it. The whole Middle East. All of it. Pave it. Put in a big, you know, drive-in. That damn mess. When the oil runs out, that whole area is screwed. Their entire economies are based on a single resource. It's not tourism, right? It's not mining. It's not agriculture. They have petroleum and nothing else. They have based everything in their nations on petroleum. And when the petroleum dries up, they have not invested in anything else. They have no other resources. They're screwed. They'll have all the money. Of course, we'll have burn up all the fuel. And to continue, they'll have to use that money all of a sudden at once. Meanwhile, half their people are on the public dole. No, they're poor. I think Kuwait and Bahrain have, what's that Bahrain coin? There you go, Bahrain. They have invested in lots and lots of other infrastructure or lots of other enterprises, resources across the world. Petroleum isn't the problem, it's inflation. Okay, let's say I put a well, an oil well in the ground. Okay, I'm going to pump oil out of that well. Okay, I get to a point. Okay, this is how much oil I'm getting out of there. This is time. Okay, that's time. As time goes on. At the beginning, I just put in, you know, one little well, and I'm not getting much out of there. I'm getting nothing until I turn it on. Then I'm up here, right? And if I put in more oil wells in that same, that same petroleum reservoir, I'll get more, right? But the more wells I sink in that reservoir, the more I'm sucking it dry. I get to a point, right, no matter what, if I have a lot of wells or a few wells, that I can't pump it out of there any further because I'm going deeper down, right? There's not that much of it. It's stuck to the sides of the walls. It's getting tough to extract. I get to a point where production will level off and eventually go into the terminal decline. It may trail off for an extended period, but I have this effect. I have a peak of production for that well. This is the way every well works, right? You suck it out as fast as you can, you get about halfway through, and then it kind of goes into terminal decline. Now, if I take a lot of wells, right? A lot of different reservoirs. I'm going to stack them up in much the same way, but instead of the profile of a single well, I'm going to have lots of different wells, okay? And they'll come in at different times, right? Some will be low, some will be small, some will be big, right? There'll be a big one in here, right? I get into more exotic oils. Once I really need the oil, the prices are going up, it's getting hard to find, I'll tap anything. I don't care how small it is, but you get the same pattern, the same darn pattern, be it a single well or a whole bunch of them, where I have a slow start, I grow, I find a plateau or a peak, and then I go into terminal decline. All right, now I've got a resource. I have an economy based on a resource, and that resource must, that's a rule, must, you can't change that rule, must go into terminal decline. The money is buying less and less and less because, well, first off, there isn't any. That's an inflationary cycle. And this, yes, this is machine doubling right here. See that? Feds will not cover, feds will cover the banks. The feds, the banks, they're all in bed together with the petrochemical companies. That's why we have the petrodollar. All the most of the world's oil is traded in U.S. in U.S. currency. You want to go off the U.S. Currency and start your own bourse? Baby, they tried that. They got blown up every time. That was Kissinger set that up. He's still kicking, Kissinger is. Yeah, but you have your currency based on a declining resource. All right, you're taking on more debt to get ever more expensive product out of the ground. You're going to have inflation because your money's buying less. You need more money for the same amount. The worst president we got, for more lawyers we will have. Oh man, I have no use for lawyers. When it all goes down, I'm going after my lawyer. I want him in front of my primary target, which I have yet to determine. But the lawyers are just, come on, you're screwing up the works. The worst president we might have might be Wilson. Well, hey, you got the League of Nations going. You know, he put Pershing in there, and Pershing straightened him out. He wouldn't take no guff from no Kaiser. And the advent of the federal income tax. Hey, look, you know, we are the government. You, me, us, we. I'll tell you what, I'll stop taxing you if you stop taxing me. How about we tax each other evenly? You must have government. Otherwise, you have anarchy. So government, while it's evil, it's necessary. It is a necessary evil. Okay, and we all govern. It governs me the same as it governs you. So how about I pay a percentage of my income? I figure 10's good. You know, you give that much to the church. 10's good. You want 11? Give me 11% worth of, you know, services. Great stream. Oh, we're just into the bitch section now. I've been up all day. I don't know enough about most of them. Maybe Washington or Coolidge. How about Taft? He was a lot of. I think one of the most robust personalities we've had in office is probably either Lincoln, because he was a freaking genius, and had a sense of humor not unlike mine, and Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, come on, the guy went bear hunting. Who else did? Okay, get that Daniel Boone guy. What was his name? Zachary something or other. Taft needs he's a big fat. They buried him in a piano or something. Right? I mean, you need the Army Corps of Engineers came about because they needed like 50 people to dig the grave for that guy. That's a true story. No, I'm not making this up. Lincoln's on my list. Who would you like to meet if you had to meet a president? Would you go with Lincoln? I'd like to talk with TJ, you know, sit down there and, you know, just hash it out with TJ. And we'll get Adams in there and probably slap him around. Come on. It's TJ. Boone is on. An early commemorative. Don't bash. No, we can't do that. Boone was wealthy. He became quite wealthy. I guess it was all the coonskin hats. He was Boone was he's in the House of Representatives for Tennessee, one of them places. Yeah, he had it going on. Yeah, he was intelligent. He later went on to support Texas independence. Back when Texas was an independent republic, that was later annexed by the United States. They were fighting a war with Mexico, who said, "You ain't leaving." And Boone went down to fight with those guys. Both Roosevelts are black. I got to tell you, FDR did more to change this nation and the world than probably any other modern leader. Because in order to win that war, he had to pull out all the stops. And there's some stops that, well, once opened, you can't unstop them. Buried in a piano. No, it was like a Kurzweil. Seriously, it was like a big, super grand thing. They threw a tarp over. They couldn't close the lid. They just threw a tarp over it. Said, "That's good." Covered them up. Gamera. Ken drew a turtle. Did you see my turtle? I got a picture in the bathroom. It's just a turtle with his head poking out. It's like a motivational poster. I got a picture of a dump truck, right? There's the dump truck. Do. I get the wheels. All right, there's the cab, and it's got the bed as up. Right, and it's got all this debris falling out. It's a motivational poster in the bathroom. I got a fountain, right? And it's like a dam. You gotta get this stuff for your bathroom. All right. Well, that's what's going on there. But the thing is, you must have. See the way this works. We have a debt-based economy worldwide. And in order to service debt, you need to have an ever-growing economy. The only way to support an ever-growing economy is you must have this right here, from here to there. You must have ever-growing amounts of energy. Once the energy stops growing, the economy stops growing. And once the economy stops growing, it must be inflationary. It collapses. So when we get to this point, somewhere in here, baby, you're going to want some arable land and open pollinated seeds. Entropy. Entropy has taken over my desk behind me here. I'm a victim. I'm at entropy's whim. I'm entropy's bitch. That is where the government has overwhelmed their spending habit. Part of the reason they're spending, I think, is to avoid the fact that we have already reached that peak. So now, what the hell? They got nothing to lose. Let's just try to hold on longer than everybody else. Wouldn't that make sense? Because, once their economies collapse, their consumption collapses as well. So you have all this extra energy that can now be utilized to keep our economy going. You just have to be the last man standing. It's a penultimate man standing theory. Collapse will bring new growth, just as a forest. You saw it, the prices of oil went up to $150 a gallon in 2008. And everybody shit the bed. I mean, they stopped making coins because they didn't need the darn things because nobody has a job. And as, the price came back down, a lot of prices came back down. We saw some more growth after that. But it took several years, and we still have not recovered all the jobs lost in the post, in those several years. The government is twice as big as what the citizens need them to be. The government is like Taft, Put the government in a piano, cover it with dirt, throw a tarp on top, and let's start over. There's a lot of stuff in the government that's wrong. There's a few things that are right. I'd love to see NASA do more things. We've got to get off the planet. Come on, we got to. All right, we need a viable energy source that's not fossil-based. We need like a Dyson sphere around the sun. But even then, you got to leave the solar system because the sun has a limited lifespan. So you move into the galaxy, but the galaxy has a limited lifespan. How far do you take it? Well, what is it? 20 trillion years, and you have the degenerative universe anyway. So what the hell's the whole point? You know, entropy will win. In the end, entropy wins. There will always be more disorder over time. Yeah, it's what I do in my spare time. I read white papers. I like the old Duvall theory. Pretty much anything by, oh, what the hell's that one guy's name? I forget his name. David Pimentel and G.M. Petro. There's some neat stuff. That's a lie, Ken P. The universe won't expand. It's going, man. It's going. You got inflation going on. There's some inflation. Government is too static. You're right, Ken. Entropy is causing inflation. You're getting too deep. You're way over a lot of people's thinking. I love it. No, that's what I do. I just think shit up. I'm like an idea hamster. Entropy and apathy. Now there's a combination. It's all going to hell, and what the hell, I don't care. You got to see this desk back here. This is entropy and apathy in action. Oh my God. I'm like, let me see. You got to see this. What can we see here? I got a new leash for the camera. That'll kind of work. Let me shut these. What we got here? Okay, we got, oh, there's a bunch of proof sets I got to look at. I don't know. Whole goddamn bunch of them. Silver, old, young, mostly 2000s. I got a set of pinkies over here. These are 90s. I got to see what the hell is those. All right, we got, oh, good. I need the cards. We got some rolls. Look, I found some goddamn flips. Oh, here's some, oh, here's those new holders I got, right? There they go. So when you fold it, see, when you fold it, I got me on one side, which is not really me, but I've got the year on the other. Now watch this. Okay. Remember this? Where you got all your collection all set up? Now, with this setup, I'm going to fold my coin over. I'm going to have the date showing. So when it's in the book, it'll be all the dates will be up at the top here. Where'd my thing go? There it is. No, let me shake that down. There it is. 94 S-clad proof. And the back side would be all consistent. So I'm thinking, can I, like do a fold? So I got twice the size on that and fold it in half and have more data. Because right now I got like vintage. All right. Out of the hell with it. We got, oh, this is stuff that's been sold. Right? 1, 2, now, and this is stuff that's been sold, and it's just waiting. Okay, and this is more stuff that's been sold, and I'm waiting. I don't know what this stuff is. We got, here's some of these. Oh, I found this earlier. Another one. No, that's not it one. I found that earlier. Okay, I probably ought to do something with that, I suppose. Let's look at that. I haven't looked at it too closely. I told you there were several back there. They're all over the place. The place is lousy with 31 S's. What do we got here? Where the hell is it? There it is, 1931S. Another one. I found 4 or 5 back there already. I'm pretty sure there's a couple more. That's VF. It's not screwed up. There should be a spot somewhere on it. Yeah, that's it. Look at the back. There should be an AU back there somewhere. Yeah, VF, little rim neck on the side. Someone would be happy to have that part of their collection, though. There it is. Well, I've had better. They come and go. There's a bunch of stuff. Here's those, oh, the satin. You can't see that. Oh, what's that one? Huh, that ain't it. Oh no, that's the better satins. I had a bunch of Era satins. Wonder where the hell those went. What's this one? Nothing. But what the hell am I supposed to do with this mess? Look at this. What the fuck? I got boxes over here. I don't know what's in them. Is that 50 coins or 50 cents? Look at this shit. That's a goddamn disgrace right there. What's up here? There's a light. We got, no, all these are full. They need to be gone through. All right, those are all full Danskos. I got to get through them. Seriously. What we got here? I don't know what that is. The books. Yeah. I've been saying I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for this shit. We'll get there. So, what the hell? Look, it's 12:20. I've actually been on for 2 hours, almost 3, but only seen for 2 for some reason. How much is a typical Era satin? 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 50 bucks, depends on how good it is. You know, most of your satins come in between 67 and 69 as far as mint state. And then they don't give it MS, they give it a SP rating. I got one here somewhere. Let me see. Where is that one? What's this thing? No. Okay, they're supposed to give them a goddamn SP for special. That's part of what this thing's about, I think. Alright, most of your, where the hell is it? Most of your satins are going to come in between 67 and 69. Alright, 69, this is probably a $30, $35 coin. And you get not very many in 70. If you get MF 70 on a satin, it's a $1,000 coin. You get 4 digits on that thing. This is 69 satin finish, and it should be SP because it's a special finish, a special production, and not mint state because that's not, you know, that's not a business goddamn strike. So come on, PCGS, stop dropping the ball. Home, scope, okay, but I mean there's hardly a speck on this thing until you flip it over, and don't mind that it's a speck, and that just it's a speck on the surface of the slab. There you go. But keep these in the dark because over time the UV light will frig up the plastic in these holders. Even acrylic will photo degrade. It's called photo degradation. You ever leave a trash bag outside full of leaves? You know, we leave it out there for 6 months, maybe up against the house because it's, you know, getting cold. And the light over time will break that plastic down until it doesn't tear. It just disintegrates. All your plastics will do that. Any transparent plastic will do that. And some blacks. But there's a little nib right below the rim on O. Whatever happens to that 14D that NGC blew the grade on? That's back here in a special spot. That should be it. Nope, that's not it. What the hell did I do with it? That should be it. I know it's right here. There you go. Keep your bags, keep your slabs in bags. First off, that's going to absorb some of the UV light, right? But second, it costs you $12–15 to re-slab that because you're too darn lazy to protect the darn slab. This is it. This is the berry specimen. XF details. Now, I've had coins with higher grades in less condition, and that's no fooling. And details, I've seen coins with bigger issues without details. The detail stems from the 7. If you look above the date, you see a scratch in the shape of a 7. It probably came from the Coinstar machine in which this coin was found. But they're calling this XF. Where is it? XF details, not XS45. If I had to be conservative, I would have to call it XF45. But I've seen this coin before it was slabbed. AU53 is not out of the ballpark on this. Okay, more conservative, AU50. If I had to, be ultra conservative, I'd go AU45. Okay, these are just, this is as if you rubbed a statue's toes. Okay, the shape is here. You're just missing the very surface of the coin. The back is fucking, the back is MS64. Okay, maybe not that bit at the top, but the rest of it, there is no trace of wear on these wheat ears. It's a peach. How much is that coin? That coin is $800. Now, if that were to get AU without the details, that'd be a $1,400 coin. There it is. Now you got to bear in mind, PayPal is going to suck me dry for $25, and that's not too bad. 45, no more. 40. Oh, hey, 45 is not too bad. You're still in the, the $800 range. Now we argue about the scratch. Well, I can't scroll this thing up. Why not? Oh, that's why I'm not on it. Okay, dumb question, but can't you try? It's gone. Well, everything's scrolling by. Man, you guys are talking a lot. 25 still watching? I thought like 6 people here. I'm just rambling off about the government. A full room of MIT grads rambling. One day I'll buy one of those. 31S? You sure will. Whelp night. Should have an open house sale. I open the doors in the daytime. The bugs come in. Nighttime they go out. I shut the doors. It works great. Seriously, do a cleaning the desk show. There is a lot of stuff on that desk. It used to be a lot roomier. Now I've actually moved from that desk, and now I've filled up parts of this desk. The top of the printer is filling quick. Let's see. There you go. There's the top of the printer. God, just stack it up. That's all I can do. That's working. There's my light. What do you got here? A silver set, 2011 set. There's stuff from Paula. Here's a red book. Here's that's Haxby. I don't know. Here's the stuff I got to inspect. Yeah, that's already slid twice. I got to work on it. Just do nope, lost it again. But it has a scratch. I have authority. I'm missing half these conversations. It's scrolling. Okay, let me back up here. That should get at least XF45. And I would say 50. All right. Let me go look at the cheek. You see 45s, they're flattened cheeks. These are rounded cheeks, and it's just the surface has been effectively polished just by a little bit of handling. scope. All right. They're not flat. You look at the vest shape is here. You're just missing just a hair off the surface. All right, now this thing came out of a coin star, so we're going to expect to see, yeah, it's going to have some issues. But, well, you go get yourself a 1914D and XF without a problem. You know, spend the money. You'll be okay. You can afford it. It's not a problem. Somebody's going to buy this thing up. Where's the back? What the hell is it? There you go. And really, I should bust it. Since it got the detail slab, the holder, that's all it is. I should just bust it out of the holder because it offers me no guarantee on the value or the authenticity of the coin. Nope. Look at those wheat ears. I can zoom in probably. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. We're going through plastic. Okay, and you can see those. Look at those. You tell me that's XF? Okay, I'll do XF 45 in the front. But if I do XF 45 in the front, I want AU 53 on the reverse. Problem is the details. Yep. But that's not really a problem on something like this because once you get above XF, they get real hard. Don't forget those invoices. Invoices. Could you invoice me about those, or inbox me about the invoices? Otherwise, I'm going to miss it. I would love to find a 14E. The guy found it in a coin star. Somebody's grandkids, you know, an old man died someplace, and they dumped it in the coin star. He went back the next day and asked, "You got any more change?" "I'll take everything you got." Mike Wolf's here. Better late than never. Oh, we've been rambling for 2 hours. Paula won everything. She's probably already gone to bed or still jumping. Bingo. Exactly why I love Skin's brain. Those prices are not correct. Behind on. I'm missing half the stuff here. Yeah, invoice me about the inboxes. Or something like that. Read the last chat for Logan. I can't scroll up. Now, if it's really important, you got to send me an email. No, I scroll up a little and somebody says something. How much for that coin? How much for that one? $800. He like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We had Mr. Hyde for a bit. Now Dr. Jekyll is back. Yeah. Yeah, I could do more late shows. But what I need to do right now is get some coffee, use the bathroom. Don't go nowhere. Turn that up, I suppose. No, how long have we been doing this? There's part one. Yep. What is that? Oh, one of new quarters. Okay, let's see what we got. Watch your profanity. Read the last chat. What's a good price to pay for a Proof 66 1954 wheat graded by NGC? 15 to 22 bucks. Red? Yeah, 15, 22, somewhere around there. You can get them. You can get them for 20 bucks. Don't pay more than that. Do you have a gray sheet or Coin World Trends, Logan cards and coins? No. Well, when you get there, spend the money and get it. They are all good price guys to start from. I use Numis Media. Oh, let's see. You'll find that. Go to my blog and you'll see on the right side. Here's the home screen. There's the screen. Okay, there's where the hell's my blog? What's that? Nope, that's not it. Okay, go to the blog, 1millionpenniesproject.blogspot.com. You're going to find over here on the right side, if it ever loads, and this is probably going to kill the stream. It's probably what killed it, 2 hours ago. When for an hour, nothing happened. Okay, over here you got key information websites. You click on that, and you're going to find all these links. One will take you to Numis Media and their fair market value. I think it's the most accurate out there. You can get the gray sheet. It's probably as accurate or better. Let's see. Go back here. There's a chat. There it is. What profanity? From who? Me? Numis Media is all good and well. For most of the stuff that we're going to handle, the prices don't really change all that much. The moderns, much after, in the past 10 years, it takes time for those values to settle in. For your older stuff, 1954 Proof 66, they're not really going to jump. They're not going to explode. It's not like they all of a sudden discover, 10,000 more pieces or something. They're fairly stable now. 20 bucks, 22 bucks. You spend more than that, you're spending too much. You spend less than 15, you got a good price. Right? But the most of the stuff that's going to change in price are your 1809 half cents in AU. They might climb 5% this month. I suspect you're going to see a change in price in the satin proof sets. No, satin mint sets. Probably in the next couple of months. That's what I see. You can't get the damn things. Too many people have ripped them open, ripped them apart to get that Kennedys to complete their Kennedy sets. They're tough to get. They made a million in 2005, and they tore apart 500,000. So as a full set, you can't get the damn things. Also, guide. Let's see, coinprices.org. Barber proofs. Oh, have you seen the? I've been bidding on 3-cent nickel proofs. God, you can get them for $600-700 bucks, $800. I have a seated half in proof. What a gorgeous coin. Yeah, those old coins. I like the old federal designs, the drape bust cents, which I've got a box here somewhere with the half cents and drape bust, and I don't know where the hell they went. Those are slick. I'm gonna get more of those. I'm trying to get some colonial stuff. But Jesus, I can't get even non-regal half cents for a fair price right now. The hell are they? Somebody buying up all the non-regals? You can get satins on HSN. Yeah, 100% silver. You seen that? Have you seen that video? Yeah, they're selling 100% silver. 100% solid silver. 1967 to 1969 Kennedy $50 for only $17 a piece. They're beautiful. They polish them right out. Yep. They put the borax rate to them. Non-regal, not of the king. Okay, back in the colonial days, you'll like this one, Ed. Back in the colonial days, I don't have one to show. Um, well, there was not a whole lot of money floating around. I mean, they didn't have the coinage. They're using Spanish reals. They're using stuff from France because you know the Canadian coins are still coming in from Canada, even though the British took it over 50 years before. Uh, Whatever the hell comes in from overseas, you have the French colonies, you know, in the West Indies. You've got British pounds and shillings intermixing freely traded everywhere. You got these small copper tokens. The colonies are producing their own, you know, copper coinage, mostly cents, half cents, that sort of thing. Well, back in the day, you've heard of the Woods Hibernia. That was a half cent token type of thing. Have we got one? I think we got the hell. I don't know where the hell I would even look for that right now. Let's see. Huh? No, I got something back there. Anyway, a few people started producing these fakes. They were counterfeits. That's what they were. They were, you know, they took King George and they made him fat, right? So he's not regal in appearance, but also he didn't, you know, commission the making of the coin. So they're non-regal in a couple of ways. But also they changed the wording. Instead of, George Rex, it'd say George Rules. Well, nobody could read back then. You know, you got 1% of the population could read. So nobody could tell that it said George Rules. They couldn't tell it said George Rex. They looked, it was copper, it was this big, it's a half a token, half a penny. All right. Well, these manufacturers that are making these things, they started messing with them, right? Made them a little smaller. So the merchants, well, they're going to take anything they can. They weighed the things up and use them at their copper weight. Yep, that's good for a half a penny. You know, half a penny is going to get you a couple pounds of potatoes or, you know, a small sack of flour or something. You know, a pound of sugar maybe. You know, a couple of 6-packs of Coca-Cola back then. Who knows? I don't know. What was the daily pay? Probably a shilling or two. I don't know where a half penny meets a shilling. How many shillings in a half a penny? Set focus on your face. What are we looking at? Oh, okay. This is the thing here. Scope. Nope. Home. Here. Look at the prize. That's why in 1883, no-cent nickel could be passed. Well, it's a brand new coin. And again, not a lot of the population could read. They didn't know. It's the same size, you know, but the size of a $5 gold. It's yellow. Take it. But these non-regal half cents, they were traded freely and openly. Because, dude, there was nothing out there for coinage. You hoard up 100 coins, you got a lot of coins in your small area. They traded with chickens. They did barter. They traded services. They traded lumber. Nails were a big commodity, right? You get enough nails, you can build a house. Geez, they take the copper and they save it up and, you know, pound it into a cup. All kinds of stuff. The Continental is fiat. I'm sure it is. We certainly have fiat currency nowadays. No, the guy plated it. Let's see. Who did the Continentals? Brasher. I'm going to check more of the Brasher. I'm not about to buy a Brasher doubloon. I'm a little short right now. They're past with $5 gold. Okay, we're back to the racketeer nickels. Yep, it didn't say. Have I got one? I had a few. I couldn't find them earlier. I was hoping to put one in tonight's show. Yep, they took the 1883 nickels. They just changed the design from the shield nickel, where it said cents, over to the V nickel, where I have is a V. Okay, well, they still had Roman numerals because they were a lot closer to Rome back then. But some people understood V. Really, they just look at the size. Oh, it's just like that other one that had a shield on it. They can't read the damn thing. Well, somebody plated them with gold and passed them. They go into a store, buy something for a nickel, drop that on the counter. They get $4.95 back. They just made good money. It's called a racketeer nickel. Now, part way into the year, because of so much racketeering, they had to, the Mint had to go through and redesign it and put the word cents on there. 5 cents. Well, the merchants could usually read, and they're suddenly, whoops, they're suddenly realizing they just got taken by a few guys. There was a lot of ass pounding right after the word cents got added to that nickel. Dude, you owe me some money. Yep. They had like, goon squads and stuff. Yeah, but I bought something in a nickel and kept the 45. That's right. It was a gift. Yeah, no, it's crooked. You can't do that. Of course, nowadays, if you could, a lot of people would. Better designs. No cents. They've always had cents on the cent. Is that right? Maybe the early, yeah, they always had cents on the cent. They always had half cent on the half cent. Sometimes they had a fraction as well, 1 over 200, and sometimes it'd be 1 over 000. 5. Now, 10 cents, they had half diximes. It was French. They had borrowed the term from France, or from the French, and they had half dimes for a while, which had a silent S in there. Then that went to half dime without the S. Then they made these 5 cents, but they were made out of nickel instead of silver, so they called them nickels, even though they're 3/4 copper. Yep. Let's see. There was some stuff, some of those draped bust halves, it'll say 50C. You got some quar doll. $quarter would be shortened into quar for quarter and DOL for dollar. I want to say those fractions stopped in the classic head. I'd have to check. Yeah, classic had some fractions. Around the 1820s, late 1820s, I think they might have changed that. Little stuff like that, you got to look it up. 5C. Classics fraction free? I don't know, man. I'm getting tired. I don't remember. I look that stuff up. I don't actually know anything. I just know where to look it up. Who was it? Edison went to trial one day for coming up with an idea, but his competition said it wasn't your idea. He says, hey, man, guy's on my payroll. It was his idea. I paid for it. It's my idea. I don't have to have the idea. I just need to know how to put this guy on my payroll who has the idea. And he was right. But Edison had a lot of guys who come up with their own patents. But what was it? Westinghouse was a big innovator in getting his employees to patent their own ideas, right? Like Lucent Technology, Lucent owns everything. Westinghouse, his employees had the patents. Dude, if you can patent something, patent it. I know a few people with patents. I know some guys from college who got into a patent attorney. Yeah, that's kind of neat. There's a lot of thinking right there. I used to drink with these guys, They went close enough, and that was that. Cat Bus says 5C on the dime. Yeah. Yeah, they kind of shortened stuff up because it was a lot of work to engrave those dies back then. You had like 2 guys with a pair of scissors going like this. It was a lot of work. No, I'm not making this up. Okay, look, guys, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I got some coffee here. I got to pack this stuff up to Paula. I've been smoking that one cigarette for 2 hours. I think it's time to light one. Yep. If you would like to purchase a coin or coins, get a hold of me at this email. And we'll go from there. If you're not on the ladder and you qualify because you're putting $50 or more in donations, ever, yeah, I can get you in there. Having a little trouble with stock right now because I got a lot of stuff kind of tied up. So I'm just not liquid. But, well, give it a little time. I'll get there. There's all kinds of stuff here. We can always do something. Airtight, Ken. Thank you. Please be sure to send me that proof walking Liberty half as we agreed. Okay. Oh yeah. Please be sure to send me that certified bank check as we agreed for the amount we agreed on. And you might need 2 checks for all the zeros. Mobile Coins just got. Are you just getting in here? Man, we've been on for 3 hours. We're getting wore out. Well, I'm getting wore out. Yeah. We had a show today. We gave away a bunch of stuff. You missed it. And we bitched about the government. I mean, you had like 17 people all bitching about the government all at the same time. It was chaos. It was wonderful. It was like anarchy. I loved it. If we passed out guns, there'd be like 4 people left. It would have been great. Ooh, duck. I'm just over here printing stuff. I'm in touch. How many you got going today? I think you could do several of these things at a time. I mean, simultaneously. Even if you had a connection with a small connector, I think you could speed up the process. But still, it comes down to the mass, the volume. Can you do these things hollow? Would that make sense? We have essentially a bottom plate, maybe some risers in between, and then, you know, change the direction of the lattice and do the top. I don't know, man. I don't have one of these things. They got these 3D printers. They print them. They print houses with this stuff now. But CJ's here. He's doing this printing, this 3D printing stuff. Now you see how this is nice and glossy, right? Because that was probably on the bottom when it was printed. Would it make sense to turn it over and print it upside down? Or does everything have to be thinner the higher up you go? Because I notice you have a thicker part down here, which would hold the quarter way in the bottom. Could that work? Because you got a much glossier look here. Let's see if I can bounce the light into that camera. There you go. Look how sharp that is. Whereas this side, right, not being in contact, has much more texture. Kind of a neat thing. No matter. It's your project. I just like throwing ideas out there. They're running 20% infill already. They're running 20%. What does that mean? Inside there is already, it's kind of hollow. Okay, that sounds kind of hollow. Yeah, infill. You got effectively 2 pieces here. You got a bottom and you got a top. But going from the bottom to the top, it's not solid. Oh, I can show you this. He's got, there's spaces in there. Where the hell do I put this? I'll put it right here. Okay, let's see. Switch over here. Because these 3D printers do exactly that. They print, you know, like layer on layer. It's like a, like printing 1 page of a book at a time, and you end up, you know, with a whole book. But all you're going to see is the outside of the book, so you don't have to do the inside solid. See the little layers here? I don't know how many that is. It's going to be 20 layers. Okay. Well, as you get deeper into it, you see the little gaps? There you go. And that is, let's see if we can focus on this. There you go. You get this texture that's created by the printer head spitting out this little stream of plastic. It goes in one direction, turns, goes in the other direction. It's almost like a basket weave pattern in some of these places. But you get these, you get some air gaps. But inside, right, some of these layers, they're not complete. Right? Some of these layers are just, you know, a shadow of a layer, 20% solid. Aha. Yeah, that'll save a lot. You can see that. How many layers you got there? Boy, this is goddamn impossible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, thereabouts. Layer is 0.1 millimeter. '27 layers. Maybe 28. Huh. Yeah, about 28 layers, is that right? 0.1. Jesus. Yeah, amazing the stuff they got. I gotta get me one of them. There we go. That's what he does. This is shape is New Jersey. All right, the quarter fits in there. I got one right here. It's not a New Jersey, but look at the way that just fits right in. Locks in. Huh? You get game pieces. Yeah, we went through all of these a couple of days ago. Didn't find a damn thing. Got a little inset on the bottom so it doesn't fall out. You can shake them, they don't fall out. They don't fall out. Look at that. You can do whole pages like this. Okay, does it make sense to have hollow, or do you print up a sticker and stick it on? Can you use a different color and fill that? Who knows, man? You can do so much with this. But look, it's a promotional item. CJ's Coins and Crafts. That should say something like, you know, App Max. And you should be getting like, you know, 49 cents over cost per unit. Seriously, this has so much. You could market this as a promotional item. I don't care what it is, right? You put the quarter in there, and it says freaking, and it says, what's it say? Painted Rocks Hilton. No, Pictured Rocks Holiday Inn. And hand them baby, they'll give them a, thank you for shopping Holiday Inn, and just give the damn things away. Jeez. What's that next one over here? You got Georgia. You got Georgia Peach Festival. Stick a Georgia quarter in there and just give them away. Thank you for coming to Georgia. We got Georgia on my mind. Of course, at the bottom you got CJ's Coins and Crafts, but you take their logo, put their coin on it. Hell, you can print their coin. Doesn't matter what. You're all still here. Yeah, we just can't get enough of it. What are we, 3 hours in? I'm 3.5 hours in. It can be arranged to be to the specific specifications that you request on the printing object. 2.7. Yeah, this crazy stuff. This is specific. That gets right into the small. But I see a whole lot of potential with something like that. You can custom design something for any company, any place, any brand, any logo. Just add whatever. Add a coin. Don't add a coin. Don't matter. There it is. Just make a wafer and hand out the damn wafer. You know, good for $1 off Joe's subs or some damn thing. It's a coupon. It's a novelty. I made a good living selling novelty lollipops for a while. That was a neat thing. You take the white chocolate, right? You can add flavor oils. Now you can't add regular flavoring that's water-based because it'll turn the chocolate into concrete. So you have to use these flavoring oils. And you warm it up and you stir it. You get a temperature just right. You pour it in the molds. And the molds, I can take a picture of my face and turn that. For $500, I can turn that. Well, this is back in the day. Into a 3D mold to which I then just add chocolate. So you'd have like a can pop. Yeah, they can make it bigger, smaller. Make a whole big candy bar, like a 5-pound can head. All right, I could do a chocolate Han Solo. That'd be like a dark chocolate, I guess. You know, you do a Han Solo and chocolate carbonite type of thing. Sell that off. Man, I'd love to get the right to market that. Ken, if there's enough plastic, he can layer a house with a printer if it was big enough. Yep, you could. It might blow around. It's kind of lightweight. But they're doing this kind of a printer, but it pumps concrete according to a form. Real slick. It's stiff concrete. So by the time you get to the other side of the house, the first part's set up and keep on going. Patent CJs. No, you'd trademark CJ's Coins and Crafts. The patent would be what he'd have on the thing he created. But the name, you trademark that. Yep. Yeah, but they're pretty slick. I like that. This is creative stuff. Really. My best idea was, gruesome gum. This is slick. Ken, if there's enough plastic. I read that one. Okay, look, I'm going to go. I'm getting funny over here. So I got to catch up and see what else is going on in my absence. If I don't check my email every 14 seconds, people just lose their freaking minds. All right, time to smoke. Something went wrong. Of course something went wrong. Let's try this one. Email. Okay. Log. Go to this one. I hate this computer. I can close that out. What's that? That's a blog. Close that out. Any orders? Did anybody pay? James, you here? I got you covered, but not on that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll get with you on that. Won't be tonight, though. Let's see. Is that right? Let me get over here and see. I think something might have happened. Huh. Something happened. Yep. 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 Okay. Oh, God. Oh. That's what I look like when I yawn. Yep. Yep. Jesus. All right, let me add that to the list. I got this new master list because, God, I got to have it. Okay, inspection. Check the FedEx. Hurley. US, yep. Verify, yep. List more shit, yep. More slideshow, yep. Email. Best. Insert, what the hell is it? Development labels. Okay. Serious find. Colonial Copper for the big show. Improve the variety site. Work on canoeing collecting book. Okay. Shipmantic. Ship James. Oh, I'm going to promote the wheats again. Promo. Wheat bag. There you go. Yeah. Now, I've been doing this email list. Let me catch up on that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. And that should have been 7. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm getting about 35% response rate on the email list, and it should be like 10. What's the computer doing? What are you doing? Everything's gone black here. There it is. Let's see what's going on. Do the invoices, and don't forget the 15-minute clean the desk show. Good night, Ken, says Crystal. Thank you for coming in. Sorry I didn't get to know who you are. I got 58 likes tonight. Good. Well, we've been on for 3 hours. That's helping. 17 people watching. Yes, sir, I'm here. Lincoln, we're going to get together on that thing you were talking about, but I can't do exactly that thing you were talking about. Really, we'll get together on that. Let's see. Ed Cazador, Calabria. Si bueno, amigo. Panocha. Okay, good night, Ken. Do the invoices. Man, do I have an invoice for you? Checklist. That's the only thing on my list in front of me. Bill J has a video. Beth is back. Got a new time. Check the wheat bags. And checklist. You got Paula. What's that 1,000 mean? Oh, Paula wants 1,000 wheats. Oh, good. Where are we on that now? Let me find that real quick here. Gone. 1, 2, 25, 26. We're halfway to the next bag, and I could probably use some. And if I put more in the Sunday show, that's 3,000. 2, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 3,500. Okay, we sell another 1,000 wheats and we're in business. I'll be working on the 20-cent video tonight. I hope to see that. I have other invoices. Okay, I got to do V. Yup. These are all the fresh sheets here. They're out there. I'll find them. Let's see. Oh, I can do the one guy. Yep. There's one. Ship 2. I got this one. Okay, yeah, that's on a different site. There's one. Okay, I do 4 invoices, I guess. Yeah. We can catch up on it. Glad you're still here. Invoice me for the boxes so you can mail mine. What boxes? What are you talking about? Boxes? I'll get you for 1,000 wheats. See, I don't get to catch up with... I can't see chat when I'm running around doing, my thing here. Boxes. You need some blue boxes? Or those? Hopefully it's these, because I got like 2 or 3 red boxes, and the prices are going up. I'm probably going to stop carrying those. Ding dong, the ones I ordered off the mailing list. Ding dong. Email. James, Shane, Phoenix, CJ. Paula. I'll take 3 of the boxes. How'd I miss this from Friday? Oh, for Christ's sakes, I'm going to have to go through all this again. Okay, 3 bucks. You ordered something? Go back here. Paula. Yeah, I got a green light here. Why did I not? Okay, I missed it. So I got it updated on this, but I haven't actually transcribed it over to that. All right. It's loading. I got an email loading. Wait for it. Oh, hell with it. It's going to take forever to load. My email is especially slow for some damn reason. Ding dong. You emailed like 3 days ago. I should have emailed you on Paula on the 27th with S69. If that means anything, that'll also have the BB1s. And I don't see a note for WB. The wheat bag should be in there. Okay. Huh. Well, if it's 3, that same offer has made its way down to somebody else. And if you're taking 3, I'm down to 3. I'm down to 7, I think, or something. Okay, yeah, I'll check that out. 3 boxes. See if that email showed up yet. Wow, I missed it. Yeah, it's doing better than 30%. Email. It still ain't loaded. That's why I haven't invoiced you. Look at this. Screen. Look at this. I'm still waiting for this to show up. It's going to be cranking around forever. How much did you write? Okay. To heck with it. Go back home. Find the chat. All right. I'll get you. We'll have it for you tomorrow. Ding, ding, ding. Told you that bell didn't work. No. Look, guys, I'm wearing out. I'm getting tired, cranky. I got to scratch some things that I don't want to talk about. Too many windows open. I got 3 freaking windows open. Okay, plus 2 Explorer. Plus I got to check and see what this magical fountain was. My screensaver. 4 spreadsheets. 17 documents. A calculator. Oh, there we go. The camera. And OBS and Netscape with mail and PayPal and a bunch of crap. Okay. Is that 12,000 emails? No, it's 12,374 emails. I'll tell you, I do a lot of business on the email. Yes. You know, but I haven't cleaned my truck in 10 years either. I'm going to go back to my private celebration. You got some stuff coming, Paula. I'm so glad. Yep. All right, I'm going to get some sleep. What's going on? It still has not loaded. There it is. I'll take $3. Can you wait to ship in case I get something else? You can also put the coins I sent you to look at in with that when you send it back, if that's okay. I'll say thanks. Hey, let's work on using punctuation. That was like 1 sentence. All right. Yep, I got you covered, Paula. You'll be all set. Crabman. I organized it. I got a junk folder. I got this here inbox. That's all you need. Yeah, but always they broke my inbox into 2 folders for no damn reason. Didn't even ask. Now I got to check that. Just give me 1 freaking email line. All right, I'll poke around and see what I like. Fun stream tonight, Ken. And until next time, thanks, CFA. That's our chat, everybody. Say goodbye. And get yourself one of his T-shirts if you can, because they are more rare. There are fewer of those T-shirts than there are 1909 SVDBs, and he's far more important than a penny. Yeah, you want to get one of those T-shirts. Yeah, crap mail. I use Outlook because I'm a product of the 60s and it gets me by. Okay, I'm going to go. Let's look at stream health is good. We've got 18 people watching. The chat has slowed down. Ain't that peculiar? Okay, I'm going to look at the full stuff and see what we have for stats. I like to try to check that, but a lot of times I shut it down and go to the bathroom and forget to check it. All right, what do we got? Please check the video resolution. The current resolution is bullshit. That's what it says. All right. I go here. Now let's see what we got. Ready? Okay, you compare this to your own YouTube stats. We got an average live view duration of 29 minutes. They get on, they watch for half an hour, they go do something else. But then they come back again because I got 50 peak people, but I got 220 playbacks. Well, that's not too bad. So a total of 108 view hours. Now you got to have 4,000 view hours, right? So I got 1 out of 40. 2.5% of my total required view hours to be monetized for the year. Okay, we got a chat rate of 6 messages per minute. Lots of playbacks. It was good for a while, and then we started bitching about the government and petered out. But here you have a small but dedicated following. Not too bad. But Jesus, I went for half an hour, and I don't know what happened there, man. Huh. Okay. That's what we got. Let's look at video. Can I go? Yeah, I can go to Video Manager. There's Dashboard. We get any new subs? Do we get any new? 1274. We picked up 3 today. Life is good. I'll get paid this month. Yeah. Okay. Ain't too bad. Where'd the chat go? It's up here. I was here from start till it got into politics. Well, what the hell? I was here the entire time. Inflation's a real problem. Don't worry about inflation. Eventually we'll all be broke. Getting late. All right, guys, let's call it good there. You stay groovy. I'm gonna hit the hay, I think. Stop streaming. Good night.